that one. Groovy.
Hello, everyone.
All right, horror heads, welcome back to another episode of Horror 365 Live, baby. And today, we have an episode filled with some grueling terror. It's going to be filled with thrills, chills, and spills, blood spills, that is, as we're talking evil man. Oh, evil man, baby. We're going to get into it. And I am joined today by the lovely, the one and the only Horror 365 final girl, Psycho Sammy Joe.
Hi.
What's going on? And right below, the anesthesiologist himself, Swift, Knox in the building, baby. Swift, what's happening? There we go.
About everything. Happy to be here.
I got to tell you.
How is everybody?
Oh, better now. Better now that we're on
Well,
the street.
can't complain.
That's
Now that
it.
we're here, everything's good now.
As I
Yeah, I gotta
always
say,
say, it's a
Absolutely.
free therapy session for everybody.
Oh,
Just gotta
hell
let
yeah.
that horror
100%.
madness out.
Yeah, and this
100%.
week I'm excited about. Every week I'm excited, but this week we're talking Evil Dead. We got Brendan coming on from Our Life in Horror. We have Sandra from Horror Flick Chicks, and then we have the return of somebody, which we'll say shortly. We'll get his little intro. You know what's so funny? Johnny's gonna kill me. Just said it right there. Johnny Sparks. There it is. I just gave it away. I just said it on this one, and I was just realizing I'm like, oh my god. I forgot the intro for him, man. He's gonna crucify me. But guys, I gotta tell you, coming off of Friday, I think I'm still stuck on Friday from the Masquerade event that happened. And if you made it out there,
Boy,
oh
what
boy,
a night!
what a hell of
What
a
a
night,
night!
man. Yeah,
Still
Sounds like
recovering. Still recovering
blast.
from it.
yeah. No, it was a lot of fun.
It
We seen Nemo out there. Shout out to Nemo. She joined us.
Emo.
Had a killer
Yes,
dance off
indeed.
with Johnny and
Oh yeah, Nemo was snatching. Nemo was the body snatcher that night, man. Anybody that had a pulse, and even the people who didn't, she was taking them on right on the dance floor, calling them right out, serving them up, and doing what she do.
serving him something special, my man. And yeah, Nemo was up there serving it to Jason himself, Horror Daddy, serving it over to Johnny Sparks, Freddy Krueger that night, and Freddy versus Jason was all night long. And it was just a badass showdown, man. It was a great time out there. I truly appreciate. Shout out to Yaya, man. The Swift's cousin Yaya, man. She was out there with the team, with Nemo, with the crew, and they came in, they set up shop, and it ran.
Iris, thank you all.
Iris. It was a good, great night out there. Shout out
Who
to
was
Vader.
the one that was able to win the dance with Prince Charming himself?
Oh, well, you know what? There was a lot of people that were nervous, I felt like, to get on the stage show. It was Paige. Shout out to our own Horror 364.
Yeah.
The Princess of Pain, Paige. I got that video. I got to get it. And
I gotta see that.
You got it. The song that was playing was Silk, Freak Me. So you
I would be nervous dancing with him too. I would probably die right on that stage.
Oh yeah.
For fear.
It was something else, man. It was a great time out there. The bands did their thing. Freak, Solo Jones, they rocked out.
Oh my god, that music video sounded outstanding. Absolutely incredible.
And also, super shout out to DJ Shine, who came out there and made everybody feel fine. Everybody's body was moving. She had everybody grooving, and she really did her thing. Last minute replacement. She came in and did her thing, and You know, she really had everybody shaking their booties. You know what I mean?
Yo, 1,000%, man. DJ Shine, she, like you said, made everybody feel fine. Jumped in, last minute replacement. And I gotta say, man, it was just a hell of a time out there. Just coming off of that high, it's kind of, it's kind of hard to just get adjusted again from that because we're rocking and we want to, we got a lot of cool things coming up here. But Swift, what are you gonna say?
So, super shout out also to the lovely Leah Crow, who blessed the party, and she was there reading tarot for everybody. And if you don't know Leah Crow, check her out. She's on all the streaming services. She's one hell of a musician. She's in a band, and I think she's the next big thing. So go listen to Leah Crow, specifically her song "Shame." Listen to Leah Crow, Crowe, and Leah Leah, Leah Crow, and check out the song "Shame." I think this girl's got superstar potential, and she's going places. And shout out to Leah Crow for coming out and reading tarot, making everybody feel good.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I was a little nervous. I was about to get my cards read, and then it was the end of the night. We had to do the cleanup, so just saved by the bell, if you will. But she says, "Oh, don't worry, Jimmy. I'm gonna see you next time." I want to see the cards. Have you seen the movie Tarot? I mean, come on. A day at night. Anyway, nonetheless,
I'd rather stay far away from that. That's not my thing.
It's always a good time with tarot cards. They're so entertaining.
But is it, Sam? I don't know.
I find it entertaining. I mean, I walk in and sometimes I smile, and then I walk out and sometimes I'm crying. But it's all for entertainment purposes.
I mean, we don't know. Anyway, listen. I'm nervous to even. The palm readers, tarot card readers. I don't know, man. I don't want to. Maybe I just don't want to know anything. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But I will say this: Leah Crow, the bands, DJ Shine, everybody that came out, man, we had a great time. They did their thing. Shout out to Vader, the venue over there, the wood shop. It was so effortless to get everything organized, and the show ran so smooth. It was kind of unbelievable because every time you have a show, there's always an issue.
100%.
There was nothing. There was no issue this night, which is amazing.
No issues whatsoever. It was amazing. It was great, man. And also, it was the energy from the crowd was just unlike anything, unlike anything else, man. It was it really just felt good to see everybody just having a good time. Shout out to Christopher Wells. Christopher Wells who came out. Shout out to Christopher Wells, yeah.
I saw that. That's
awesome.
awesome.
Shout out to Christopher Wells, yeah, because he came out there with his wife. And also shout out to Rachel who came out. Shout out to you. Who else came out there? Oh, shout out to David Bell, the one and only David Bell.
Yeah.
Shout out to you for coming out, my brother. Thank you so much, man. Can't wait to see you soon. And he's got everything going on over here in New York City. He's into everything.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chad City, who came out there. Shout out to Chad City. Shout out to everybody who came out, man. This thing came out the way it did because all of you came out. So thank you so.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to hit the chat up real quick because I'm sorry, guys. That was
chat. Yeah, we're about
Gabby.
45 minutes behind.
I know well, it's thanks to this guy.
Angie Saunders. How you doing?
How's
everything?
Thank you for joining.
Tony, what's up, my brother? How you doing?
What's happening, Tony?
Grim Show 7-6.
So much flexing going on.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Jay, what's happening?
Hey, what's up? Light 105 in the building.
That's it.
Hello.
Angie.
How's everyone doing? How you doing? That's the question. My man Swift Killing, thank you so much. Oh, wow. We got a whole mob in here. We got Unique in the house.
Mama Swift is on the move.
Love and Light, Unique.
What's up, Mike? Mike, what's happening, brother?
Hey, we got Mike in the house. What's up, Mike?
Hi, Mike.
Army of Darkness. We're gonna get into that.
We're gonna get into that.
Let's see. Slasher Radio, Mikey Bones in the building. I'm here.
we got Mikey Bones.
Woo! Let's go, Brendan Evil Daddy. That's Tim. All Life
indeed.
Check them out. Subscribe to the channel, please. All Life in Horror.
Yeah, everybody check out Our Life in Horror, man. They're amazing.
100%, man. Slasher Radio as well. Make sure you
shout out to the Almighty Fear Circuit.
100%.
Yes.
We got Rob Humphrey
out
in the
to
building. Let's see. We got Rob
What's up,
Humphrey.
Rob?
The weight's the hardest
Shout out,
part.
Rob.
Salute, Rob.
Nemo shaking the head. What's up,
Nemo,
Nemo?
how you doing?
We're just talking about you. Horror Flick Chicks.
Big chicks in the
Hey.
building. What's up? Hey, Captain
Ma-
McKay, what's up? Thanks for joining us, Cap.
Every time for
Salute.
some reason I see Captain, I think of like Buzz Lightyear, dude. It's like to infinity and beyond.
And beyond.
What's happening? All right,
You're
let's see.
trash like me.
Rack NYU1. What's happening?
Hey, what's
Rachel.
up?
Hey,
How's
Rachel.
everything? Oh, that's
Hi,
Rachel. Oh, is that Rachel?
That's Rachel.
Oh, that's Rachel. What's
Rachel,
up,
Rachel.
Rachel? How you
Rachel.
doing? What's up?
Space Corpse. Yo, Space Corpse.
Good evening.
Talk
What's
about
up? How's everything?
Talk about
Thanks for coming out. Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you
you
guys
guys.
for joining us.
The Slash
Yeah.
119. That sounds like a radio station. The Slash 119.
Slash 119.
Josh?
Absolutely.
Is
The
Slash
Slash Radio.
119 Josh?
Josh? Is it Josh?
Is it Hard Daddy?
We're gonna find out. You mean Josh Harden? No. I don't think
Slash
so.
119.
Because that looks
Florida. Florida Dad.
Hey, what's up, Vader?
Florida.
Vader FTV.
Oh,
Hey, we got the lovely Lindsay McCormick here. McCormick. What's up? How's
Ah,
everything?
Lens. Scotty boy.
Hey, what's up, Scott? What's good?
Okay.
Scotty. Tony. Tony in the bit. That's
Tony,
smart.
what's with you?
Own it.
Yeah, I love it.
Hey,
Shop
Tony.
smart. Shop that smart. Come on, baby. That's what I'm saying. Tony's always ready.
That's
man.
right. That's right.
All right. I think we nailed. We got.
Who else we got in here? Who else we got? I know we got Greg Brewer. Oh, we got Greg Brewer in the house. What's up, Greg? That's my other brother.
Let's see. And Toy Addict. Step to evening, folks.
Toy Addict.
Yeah,
Ooh,
throw it
Toy
to the
Addict 117.
Welcome
Fire.
to the madness. That's it.
Welcome to the madness. Great to have you here. Toy Addict is doing amazing work. Been doing amazing work.
100%.
We'll discuss it a little more.
So we're going to get into it right now. I got to send this link as we're on here. I'm going to send this link out to somebody real quick, and we're going to get rock and roll. We're going to do some intros because I got a couple people in the green room right now. And
Okay.
So excited.
all right, what do we got? Okay, please welcome from Life in Horror. Here he goes, the big dog himself, Big Daddy Bro.
Evil Daddy.
What is going on?
Evil Daddy. Yeah, what's
Evil
up?
Daddy. Evil Daddy. There we go. Oh man, finally. We're rocking out. Ice 9 kills her. Finally, Brendan, welcome back on the show, my man. I'm always
Welcome back.
listening to you, seeing you on your show, and now you're here. I feel like I need an autograph, dude. Like, can we have like a special photo? Like, what's going on, my man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm excited to talk Evil Dead. I just put out a reel on the weekend, though, actually, about the new movie coming out, the new announcement of Evil Dead Wrath. I'm excited to talk Evil Dead with you guys. I'm excited to show some stuff off and probably my obsession with the Evil Dead franchise because it is my favorite. I'm decked out today. I got all the stuff on.
Wow.
I couldn't pull out the collectibles because it's too much of a hassle, but I do got all the movies and all my many copies of them to share with you guys. So I'm super excited to talk about this.
Dude,
Awesome.
I'm happy to have you on because I want to hear what you have to say, being the fan that you are about this franchise. So you're gonna have the floor a lot tonight, man. I'm excited about hearing your perspective and your favorite parts of this franchise, what you like, what you didn't like, some of your collection, your collectibles. Definitely want to get into that. And we have somebody else now just pop in the green room over here, and it looks like she's there. Please give a welcome, Horror Flick Chicks. Sandra! Horror Flick Chicks in the building.
Sandra.
Hey, what's up, guys?
100 lives, 100 skits. She's mom.
Break it down, Swift. Break it down, Swift. Hey.
Oh, man.
What's up? How you doing?
Good. How's everybody?
Oh,
Dandy.
Awesome.
Here.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
got horror flick chick Sandra in the house. How else could we be? We're elated over here.
Super excited to have you on, Sandra, Brendan. We're going to be getting into the Evil Dead franchise. I know we have a couple more people that's going to be jumping onto the show, into the stream. So as they come in, we're just going to pop them on because I want to get it moving along here. Just thinking about this franchise, and everybody in the comments, you can comment on what we're saying too, and I want your thoughts, your favorite installments. I guess we'll start with obviously you got to start from the beginning, 81, but I want to ask you first, this entire franchise, what is your favorite, not installment, but just a moment? Because I mean, out of five, we have 5 movies, and then of course is the Ash versus the Evil Dead TV series out there, and then we're waiting on another film that's coming, Evil Dead Burn, this year, and then Brenda, you said there's another one that was announced.
Evil Dead Wrath.
Next year. This is going to be coming out in 1 year. This is the quickest turnaround for an Evil Dead film installment. And if you go back to my post, it has me a little concerned because each of these installments usually take about 5 to 10 years, right? In between. I mean, it took exactly 10 years between the Evil Dead 2013 and Evil Dead Rise. 3 years, between Evil Dead Rise to Burn, and now they're doing back to back. So I got some concerns. I'm not saying I'm not excited, but I have some concerns.
It is, and that's a great point that you brought out too, because like it's always been longer than that, way longer than that. If you look at it, like you said, first one 81 and 87, and they did a tremendous job at keeping the continuity though, despite the length in between. Like the second movie picked up right where the first one left off, and it was like seamless. It's like they filmed it the next year. So I love that, again, the continuity of it. I know people have their opinions of Evil Dead Rise. I mean, I do as well, but you know what? I'll tell you the truth. Taking out the fact of like they toned down the Deadites or whatnot. I mean, still like the makeup was phenomenal in that film. I really enjoyed it as a watch. Like I think it was a good watch. So I am excited to see what they're doing with Burn this year, and then, wow, real quick, Wrath coming out next year. So, favorite moment though of the entire franchise thus far, Brandon, we're gonna go with you first. Favorite moment from this franchise?
Oh boy, favorite moment. Well, I'm a huge Army of Darkness fan. That's the one I started with, the one I grew up with. I saw it way too young. So I'm going to go with the windmill sequence when, he's breaking the glass and then all the little mini ashes come out and you have this, like, I can't remember what that Greek story is, but, you have the little mini ashes taking down the big one, and then he gets, like, the eyeball in the shoulder and stuff. Like, it's so much fun. It's so Evil Dead to a T. And Evil Ash is, like, my favorite villain that we get out of this franchise. So the birth of Evil Ash is definitely one of my favorite sequences of this franchise.
Badass sequence, 100%. Love it. Sandra, what about you? Favorite moment of this franchise?
Well, my favorite of the whole series is the first original one. I mean, it's hard to pick a favorite. Hey.
Wolfman's in the building.
Sorry, I'm late, y'all. Sorry, I'm late.
Wolfman.
Continue, Sandra.
It's hard to pick a favorite moment, but I would have to say just in the first one when the shit starts hitting the fan. Everybody started getting possessed one by one, and Ash was like, oh shit, like he didn't know what was going on. So yeah, I would say that's just when everything started happening. That's my favorite.
Sandra, that I'm telling you, when I first seen this movie, that's what got me when they were playing cards and that possession scene.
Yeah.
And I was younger when I seen it. I was like, I was freaked out. And as a matter of fact, it's funny enough you said that. I'm gonna pop this clip on real quick, and then we're gonna get to everybody else real quick.
It's a 7.
What suit?
Diamonds. No, wait. Hearts.
Oh my God, 7 of hearts, you're right.
Hey, Ash, I guessed the card right.
Yeah, truly amazing, Linda.
I don't know, but I think it's really some sort of extra sense or something, like ESP.
Okay, try this.
Okay, it's a 7.
I don't believe it.
Of spades. Queen of spades. 4 of hearts. 8 of spades. 2 of spades. Jack of diamonds. Jack of clubs.
Why have you disturbed our sleep? Awakened us from our...
That creeped me out. It's right there. It's just like, oh my God.
I love it.
Yeah. My goodness. But yeah, hell of a moment right there. The OG is the OG. There's just so many great moments, like you guys are saying, from this franchise. And Wolfman, okay, welcome to the madness. We haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Ian in the building. Oh man, I know you had to be a part of it. I knew it because I knew it somewhere. You were, there's not a full moon tonight, so I figured he's going to be good to go. Talk to us, man. Jump right into the fire here. Favorite moment from this franchise, from the entire franchise. Moment that sticks out to you.
It's got to be. So I guess I'll start by saying the thing that I love most about this franchise is there's something for everybody, because you lean into that visceral horror. Like, I mean, the first movie broke ground in so many ways, but then you get the Evil Dead 2, and it's campy and it's funny and it's ridiculous, and you get Sam Raimi like falling into his Sam Raimi-isms like more than anything. But then you get to like Evil Dead 2013, and it is just like the most horrific thing you've ever seen. So there's something for everyone. There's, a lot of lighthearted moments. There's romance, there's laughs, and then there's just like the most disgusting things you've ever seen. That being said, Evil Dead 2, the whole sequence with Henrietta, like I just can't get enough of it. And if someone said that before and I'm repeating what somebody else said, I apologize. But the swallow your soul, like I love it. It's ridiculous. Like the eyeball popping out of her head, and like Bobby Joe catches it in her mouth, and you get the classic swallow this. Like it's perfect in every way. Yeah.
No, another badass sequence, man. I mean, there's so many stick out. Like I said, I'm thinking about just as you guys are talking, I'm just visualizing everything in all these scenes. There's good stuff here. Sammy Joe, talk to us.
So
from the franchise.
Well, I have to. Of course, is just the iconic opening scenes in Evil Dead. That camera angles that they were shooting with that the shaky cam. Just to me, it was so mesmerizing because I feel like, oh my God, Johnny!
Johnny Sparks!
What's up?
I thought I summoned a deadite.
That's it. I had to break out the deadite regalia.
That is sick.
What's up, Johnny?
What's up, everybody? Sorry I'm late, as usual. Like Sammy says, if I'm not late, wouldn't be me.
You're fashionably late. It's okay.
The most electrifying cosplayer in the game today. I will save the intro.
Yeah, you can save it. It's all right. I'm late.
No worries, brother. Sammy, continue. I'm sorry, what you were saying.
Yeah, no, Johnny, I was just saying how, one of my two favorite parts about the whole Evil Dead franchise is the opening scene with the shaky cam and how they were able to execute that so well. I don't know why, but that still till today will give me chills when I watch that part. But the second one would be, I think it's the 2013. 2013 Evil Dead.
Yeah.
That iconic, gruesome, bloody shower scene with the chainsaw. I just found that just perfect for me.
And what's interesting about that whole shaky cam thing, because they didn't have the budget to have the crane cam, what they did is they took the camera and they attached the 2x4, and they had two people running through the woods to create that effect, and it was great.
Can you imagine being hired for that? I would love it. Yeah, you're gonna have to run around barefoot in the woods,
right?
With the
Don't
camera.
like a lunatic. Right. Don't drop this camera though.
Yeah. Josh was in the chat. Shout out to Hard Daddy. He's up in the chat. I've seen him over here.
What's up, Hard Daddy?
Shout out to Mike up in the chat.
What's up, Daddy?
Appreciate it, Mike. Yeah, Mike says, yep, the originals are great, but the tone of the remake takes it to another level for me. Yeah, 100% what Sam was just talking about.
Yeah, I agree.
Mike.
I agree.
Yeah, because it was horror. It was very dark. That the tone, like you said, Mike. So yeah, I agree with that one as well. One of the best remakes of all time. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I seen Josh in there. Army of Darkness is his favorite. It was fun. It was a fun,
Yeah.
definitely the most fun watch out of all of them for sure. Was Army of Darkness. Sam, the other thing about
he's got it.
He's got it on.
Johnny's got it on right
Hey,
now.
Brandon, what was that you were saying about the mirror and the little ash?
Yeah. There it is, Brendan. Brendan,
There you go.
Look at this. Oh my goodness. It was that scene was wild. And I'm watching as John no, but what was it with the when we talk about 2013, Josh was saying something. I was gonna comment on something. Was it Johnny or Sam said? Forgot. I think 2013 bottom line was something else, and we'll get to that because I want to get to Swift right now. Swift, I want to give you the floor. What was your favorite moment from this entire franchise?
All right, my favorite moment, man. There's so many dope moments and so many iconic moments to this franchise, but it would be one of two. It'd be one of two. Either, even though I wasn't too crazy about the movie, I didn't think it was all that. The opening sequence of Evil Dead Rise was sick. You know, that was something that stood out to me. Like the opening sequence for Evil Dead Rise was freaking phenomenal. And the other iconic scene to me was the scene where Ash first got possessed in Evil Dead 2. Who do you think would be the first one to say something irritating? That's my buddies of Brandon.
Brandon.
They take it. They place the best. What's the over under? But
I think it was Jimmy already.
Absolutely was. But yeah, the first time Ash becomes a Deadite in Evil Dead 2. And then he gets transformed back by the sunlight and everything like that. But that first scene where you see him running in terror, running from the force, from the Evil Dead force, that was sick. It was busting the doors down, went through the cabin. It was sick. That was one of my favorite parts of the film. And then you see him in the car reversing, driving, trying to get away from this thing. And that was an iconic scene to me.
No, good stuff, Swift. Again, so many great scenes as we establish here from the entire franchise. Oh God, Rob. You know what? It doesn't surprise me. The remake is terrible.
The remake is terrible.
Again, I know it's subjective, but I want to know why you think it's terrible.
Yeah, please explain. I would love your opinion, Rob.
This is one of the greatest remakes of all time. Straight up, second to the Blob, 88. What do you say?
The remake with Ernest.
Ernest. The remake. Oh, come on, know what I mean? Come on, Moff. Remake. Anyway. So, jeez. I know that everybody talks about where we at. I know everyone talks about like Evil Dead Rise, and they're like, well, the Deadites, they didn't do it justice. And I get it. I understand that because, when you think of a Deadite, and let's break it down. For those that don't know, you're just watching this and you break it down. Brendan, I want Brendan to take the floor on this one and let us know, what is a Deadite, Brendan? Tell us what a Deadite is, for those that don't know.
Deadites, somebody possessed by some demon coming out of the Necronomicon. They all come in all kinds of shapes and sizes, really, and they all come with their unique flavor to them. In every movie, they got different eye colors, especially in Evil Dead Rise. I noticed that everybody's got different colored eyes, which is really cool. The fact that people say that Evil Dead Rise didn't have good Deadites, I think, is criminally underrated. I think we get, of course, the Alyssa Sutherland, I believe is her name, gives an absolutely outstanding performance. I think that there just wasn't enough Deadites maybe in that movie, but she's by far one of the best Deadites in general in the whole franchise. She's so fantastic. Another thing I noticed in a couple of rewatches I rewatched this whole franchise actually not that long ago. So it's almost like a blood transfer disease as well. If you notice, you start watching things closely, like they're puking in people's faces, and then that person is later infected. And there's all kinds of hints throughout that, so you can almost put this as like a sexually transmitted demonic disease, really, with like body fluids going back and forth and stuff. So It's cool, man. I love it. Every time you watch these movies, you find something new and interesting.
Yeah, no, 100%. I love it, Brendan. Slash rated Mikey Bone says, Brendan said it perfectly. Deadites are people possessed by demons from the necro. Evil Dead Rise went so much deeper into that, and it could be argued they had the best Deadites. Boom. Yeah. No, it's true. You know, and they're entities. So they're possessed, and they not only can possess people that are living, people that are dead as well. And there's different ways. Obviously, we found out through the franchise that we can stop it. Whether you're reading the book, as we've seen with Professor Nobi's daughter, I believe in the second one, when she was reading to get him back into their realm, so to speak. And then, you know, sunlight we talked about. We talked about the dagger. You cut off, obviously, you just cut them off. You cut off the arms, the legs, the head, just decapitate them.
Dismemberment.
Yeah, dismemberment, exactly. But and then I think it was also Burn, because we seen it in the remake in 2013.
Burn and Live Burial is the other one that was established in 2013.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. In this Burn scene right here, I got
rip your soul out, Daddy.
Rip your soul out, you pathetic fuck!
Yo, that got me.
You know what? You know why Rob hates this fucking movie is because he doesn't find it funny. He doesn't find it. He says it's not as like comedic or slapsticky as the original, which is not. But it's such a dark comedy that you can't help but laugh at some of the shit that happens or is said in that movie. It's incredible.
100%. Would you include Ash versus Evil Dead? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love
Absolutely.
That was
that show was
I love that show.
Yeah.
It's so underrated.
Yeah.
Really is.
So talk to us about the show, Sandra, because I know when Mikey said that comment, you just
I mean, I was super like Evil Dead is my favorite horror movie of all time. So, and I love all like Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, the remakes. I love everything that's come out of this franchise. And I was super excited when they announced that they were having this show, and so pissed when they canceled it. Like, I think it was like 3 seasons that we got. Yeah. I was so pissed when they canceled it.
Is it true that they canceled it because Bruce Campbell didn't want to be a part of it anymore, or is that a rumor?
It's viewership. It was the most illegally streamed show, but nobody watched it on Stars. And I am to say I also illegally streamed it, so I was a part of the problem.
He mentioned at least. Come on, give him credit.
I'll own that one.
Granny did.
I don't hate on that, but I did watch it on Stars.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do to watch it. I mean, time.
Yeah.
But that show, I thought that show was phenomenal. I think they did such a good job. I didn't hear anything about Bruce Campbell not wanting to be a part of it, and even if I did, I wouldn't believe it because he's always down to be part of this franchise.
Yeah. And Sam Raimi had something to do with the television series as well, you know. And they're old buddies from, you know.
Oh yeah.
Their hometown buddies and stuff like that. I think it just happened to come at a time when cable got so freaking expensive and people were just like, man, screw this.
Yeah.
You know, so like, you think about that, 2015, that's the time when people started cutting the cord, so to speak. You know, Netflix wasn't quite what it is now, but it was getting there. People were just sick of the price of the cable television. I'm paying $200 a month back then for channels. I watched 3 channels and the other channels won't show the same thing over and over. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
So I think it was just a victim of that, you know?
It definitely had the unfortunate side effect of being on Stars in 2015. Like, people didn't want, like, you know, we've already said, you know, it was illegally, you know, it was one of the most illegally, you know, pirated shows ever. People wanted to freaking watch it. They just didn't want to watch it. They didn't want to have Stars just for Evil Dead, you know? So it was just an unfortunate side effect.
I was hoping one of the streaming sites would pick it up.
Yeah, it was bad timing. Rob, of course, people illegally streamed it. Who pays for Stars?
Absolutely.
Ultimately, we're lucky we got 3 seasons of it, you know?
Yeah. we got 3 seasons. I remember Stars back in the day when you would they had the commercial on the cable television, movies. And when you want to see more, remember that? Anybody remember that commercial for Stars? Anyway, I don't know.
I was back in the day.
Yeah. But who's paying for Stars? I just think it's bad timing. Bottom line, we got 3 seasons. If it would have came out now or over the last couple of years, I think we would have still been rocking. It would have still been more because streaming is.
I think that they would come back out with like a revamped Ash vs. Evil Dead now. Do you think that would be in the hopes of you guys?
There is talks of it.
Take it, Brendan.
He's just mentioned before that he's done playing the live action character, but he said that if they do continue the show, it would be like an animated version.
Animated series.
Yeah, where it picks up.
I'm down. Those visuals would be crazy. Animated version of, forget about it. Oh man, that would be crazy. That would be nuts.
I mean,
and Jimmy, I don't know if you did this on purpose, having this show today because it's Ash Wednesday.
Oh God! I didn't even think about that.
It is Ash Wednesday. Exactly. It's Ash Wednesday.
Okay. I was like, I was talking to Sonia and I said, like, this is like the perfect day to talk about Evil Dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's Ash vs. Evil Dead, the Evil Dead franchise tonight. Perfect.
Everybody's getting their ashes today. That's it. We're talking. They're getting their ashes, and tomorrow we're kicking some asses. No, because tomorrow Army of Darkness we're celebrating the anniversary, 1992. So that would make it 34 years old tomorrow. It came out back in 92.
34 years old.
It's anniversary week. It is, and it's Ash Wednesday. So we're talking. I think it is, man. When I watched part 2, and when I seen what Bruce Campbell did by himself, it was just. I feel like every one of these movies has something special to it. The second one was just Bruce in that cabin, and just everything that he was going through in that cabin was over the top, man. And he made that movie 100%.
It was Three Stooges level of slapstick comedy in the best way possible. Like everything you see him do, he freaking did it. Like it's incredible. Like it's something that needs to be studied because no one, big in Hollywood would ever do anything like that anymore. So kudos to Bruce.
He put his all into it. You're 100% correct, Ian. He put his all into it. Like he was really doing it. Like everything that he pulled off on that screen, he was really all in. He was all in. It was, and that was the heart of it. I believe that's what endeared everybody to the movie. Besides it being dope, because the movie's dope. Let's stop playing games. But just him being so into what he was doing, and there was none of this. Oh yeah, I'm just doing this. Like you believed Ash was going through all of those things that was happening in that movie. He phenomenal job.
Yeah, he created an icon, just like Robert Englund created Freddy.
Okay.
They created these personas and these characters that have lasted for decades, and spawned these franchises that are still going strong today. And so I think about that. Like Arnold is to Predator and Terminator, and Robert Englund is to Freddy, and Bruce Campbell, he is Ash. And I can't imagine anybody ever doing a better job than he did.
Yeah, no, 100%.
He's the standard, man. That's who he is. That's it. There's never going to be another. Even if there is, it's going to be highly unlikely that they're going to be able to make their own way for Ash. We said that about Jack Nicholson as the Joker, and then we had Heath Ledger come along and create his own, but I doubt anybody's ever going to be able to do Ash because they're going to keep being compared to Ash, and I just don't think anybody's going to be able to do that. They should just leave him alone.
I don't think they'll ever recast Ash, and I think the proof in the pudding with that is we have the 2013 remake, then we have Evil Dead Rise, and now we have Burn and this and no Ash, and it's like he's kind of this untouchable thing because it equates to Bruce Campbell. And I think the most fascinating thing about the Evil Dead franchise with Bruce Campbell and Ash, he's really the only final guy that like made it to this legendary stature. And that's something a lot of people talk about. That's nothing new. But I think it's also interesting. He's one of the only horror icons who is like he's like, you know, the name of the franchise, and he's the hero. That is really rare for horror.
Yeah.
Like, you know, all the other
Yeah.
franchises, the name of the you know, it's the killer. It's the
villain,
it's Michael. It's the villain. So he's the only one where it's like,
or the Living Dead or whatever.
Really unique. Yeah. It's really unique. It's interesting.
And he also was on production, I think, for Rise, and a few of the movies. He was on production, and I think he's going to be on production for some of the upcoming movies, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he's become, he's a foundation of the franchise.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's and to me, it's like it takes a special person to become the embodiment, of this character, and to have it last so long. I unfortunately I didn't get the chance to meet Bruce Campbell when I first started going to conventions. He was there, and they had a very limited number of tickets, and so but I saw him, and I see him in all the at the shows, at the panels. He really is Ash kind of in person. Right. When I met Robin Englund, I was like, wow, this is really Freddy Krueger. And so they convey that to you in not only on screen, but in person. And so you can understand why, the charisma that they have just oozes out of them, not only on screen, but in person. And so, yeah, I'm a bit of a fanboy when it comes to, admittedly, so Bruce Campbell. And, as I sit here with
Bruce,
my Deadite mask and my Necronomicon, and
you got to put that up there. We got Double Feature Podcast in the house. Big shout out to Christopher Wells, Weird Short Films. What's up?
My goodness, what do we got? Let's check it out, because John put that book out. I got nervous here. Don't start reading, John, please. Oh man,
thank you, thank you, Chris. Weird Short Films. Follow Weird Short Films. They got a festival coming up. Check them out, New York area.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out. It was a pleasure meeting you and New out there. What do we got up in the chat? I want to see.
Weird Short Films are really good. That's what I say. Randy King.
Randy, that's my buddy Randy.
Oh my God, you forgot
Paige.
Paige, you got to go to confession. Okay,
we forgive you, Paige.
Don't worry about it. 26 people. Yeah. Hey, listen, we're back house tonight.
Yeah, it's a holiday.
Everybody.
Ash Wednesday.
Thank you.
God bless 365.
Don't turn into a Deadite. If you go to church, don't turn into a Deadite.
What do devil worshippers do for Ash Wednesday? Maybe
they watch Evil Dead and they talk about Ash.
They burn something down.
They read the Necronomicon.
Probably.
All right.
See, wait. Oh, yeah, Randy. He's a very talented special effects artist, Randy. Great guy.
Big shout out to Randy.
What's up, Randy? I know Randy from the conventions. Yep.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Rob, cool.
Read us a story. Yo, Rob is the greatest, man.
Here we go.
We got the Twin Magic Double Feature Podcast. What's up, girls? How you doing? Thanks for joining. How's everything?
All right. Yeah.
Let's hope they don't recast. Yeah. They probably go to someone like
that. Would be a mistake. Yeah, that would be a mistake.
Oh man, let me tell you. Slim Pickens over here. So yeah, it's easier to mask slashers to recast. I was catch another pinhead other than Doug Bradley. Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you have gear like slashers, Michael, Jason, you could throw Leatherface. You just have to have the mannerisms. I mean, it's hard, right, to convey certain things when you can't speak. I get that part, but I feel like it's easier to replace those kind of characters with talent versus somebody like an Ash or Robert, Freddy Krueger. You have to bring what they brought to the table. You have to match it at least match it, and it's hard. I mean, I don't see anybody matching Rob or Ash, and that's.
It's also the look, It's also the look that they have. Ash, he's this tall, handsome, charismatic guy who didn't know he was about to become a superhero, but he steps up to the plate because he's got no choice, right? And so, but he loses everything almost, right? In the beginning, he loses everything, and so,
yeah.
But now, listen, I got a question for everybody because I know, Jimmy, you started off. You asked everybody what's their favorite part. I got a question for everybody. What was each one of your first introduction to the Evil Dead franchise? What was your first introduction to it? Because I'll tell you mine. Like I said, everybody knows Mama Swift, hardcore horror fan. I remember her talking to my aunts and uncles about Evil Dead. I hadn't seen the thing. I was a kid, and they talk about it. She's like, "Man, all I remember was a woman sitting just laughing. You remember the part with the girl part one laughing?" And I just remembered that. Then I saw Evil Dead 2. And like, man, I got to see Evil Dead 1. And it was, from what I was told, it was out of print. There were no tapes. And then it finally came out like in 2000 around there. It came with, I had a Necronomicon that it came with. I forgot what studio put it out. But I finally watched it. I don't even know how old I was, but I wasn't a kid. I was older. And I watched it. I'm like, oh shit, this is why this thing was banned. Oh man, I'm cursing.
No, you're right.
I'm looking at
Ash Wednesday.
That's it.
No,
It's
no,
over $1, baby.
No,
Dollar in the
yeah,
square jaw.
I'm talking crazy. But like the internet, by the time I saw it, the internet was already out and everybody was using the internet. You know, it was a normal thing for us. And I'm researching this thing, and I'm like, okay, this thing's banned in several countries. It's banned in the UK. It's banned in Germany, Ireland, Finland, you know, banned in all these places. We can't get it here in the United States. And I'm like, yo, I've seen Evil Dead 2. I've seen Army of Darkness. I want to see the Evil Dead. I want to see the original one. And I finally got to see it. And I'm like, oh, that's why it hasn't been available for decades or whatever the case was, you know. And when I finally watched it, I was like, oh, now I see what it is. And I liked it. So what was everybody else's introduction?
I'll let somebody take anybody. Brandon, Sandra, Ian, Johnny, Sammy. You guys take the floor on this one. Intro. What was your intro into?
So I don't remember exactly the first time I saw it, but I definitely had a copy on VHS back in the day that I pretty much wore out. And was the movie, like whenever I had like a date or something and they would come to the house and say, oh, let's watch a movie. And I said, oh, I have a movie we can watch.
Let's go.
That's how you know. That's how you know if they're keepers.
All the time. It was like my go-to. I had like a, you know, in the house a set of like a bunch of tapes to move. Let's watch it. I got a movie.
Got the Notebook. You're not going to watch the Notebook with me, honey. You're gonna
absolutely not. This was way before the Notebook came out. This was in like the 90s. So that was not my kind of movie. That wouldn't be my kind of movie anyway. So I would put that on all the time, and it was every time I put it on, it was always their first time watching it.
Yeah.
So it was like
you were scaring the hell out of these people.
Yeah, I mean, imagine part 2, Dead by Dawn.
That's why I didn't stay with them.
Esa muchacha está loca.
Because I would just sit there and I was smiling and laughing. It's like, look. And they would had a couple of strange looks. I remember that.
Mortified. They were mortified.
It was like my go-to all the time. So
I could see you holding like a bag of popcorn and just be like, "This is my favorite part." Watch.
Look what the tree's gonna do. Look what the tree's gonna do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Lord.
Yeah. Whew, that's enough to scare anybody away.
Someone suggested it to me on a message board. I was maybe 6th grade. My mom took me to Blockbuster to rent it, and the team behind the counter tried to persuade her not to let me watch it.
Oh, wow.
What a narc.
Nice.
Yeah, what a freaking narc.
Oh man, screw that.
I never forgave him.
I was introduced to Evil Dead by watching it through Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's
yes,
right.
Awesome.
Tony,
Awesome.
point over there, Tony. Oh my God. Tommy K.
Tommy K. Videos.
I think my first exposure to it was Army of Darkness, and I was scared of everything as a kid except for the Universal Monster stuff. So Chucky scared me, Freddy Krueger scared me. It wasn't until like middle school when I really got into the 80s, 90s stuff, and So I'd seen a fair decent amount, and just on TV one day, I cut on Army of Darkness and didn't understand that it was kind of, this humorous thing. So I'm like, what? Just had no clue that it was supposed to be funny. So I thought it was kind of ridiculous. Didn't get it. And I feel like I probably didn't see any of the other ones until I saw the remake in theaters. And that was huge. And I remember, like, the audience, just the reaction that everyone was having from the remake. I mean, people were, gasping and, covering their eyes and stuff. And that was really, really cool. So I think, I knew that there was a post-credit scene, and, it's just, Bruce Campbell, like, saying groovy. And then I think I rushed home and watched everything. And I was like, oh, I get it now, and just a huge fan ever since. But yeah, it's funny how you catch stuff out of. I feel like everyone almost catches the Evil Dead franchise out of order in some capacity. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. Brendan, what about you? First,
so I was also first introduced to Army of Darkness. I was around 5 to 7 years old, I think. My mom would go to the gym and like work out, and then she would stuff me in the back room, and there was like, the office there, and there was a TV there and a bunch of VHS tapes. And I remember the Army of Darkness hardbox VHS tape and popping it in. I'd watch it there nonstop. I became obsessed. I was so obsessed I actually stole the videotape. Yes, and I no longer.
Years later,
I admitted it. I do come back and admit things that I took as a child, because there are a few. Army of Darkness was definitely one of them, and I watched that VHS forever. I've been actually trying to. I do have a couple Army of Darkness VHS tapes, but it's not the hardbox one that I grew up with, so I'm still looking for that hardbox VHS.
Those are badass, brother. Yeah.
What are those things?
Those are just a couple copies of Army of Darkness I have. I have lots more.
I want to see your collection. That's what I really want to get into. Like,
we'll get to your
classic stocked up.
Yeah. No, but yeah, Army of Darkness was just, again, I said it in earlier, it was a fun watch. It was the most fun I had with any one of these films in the franchise, for sure.
It was fun. It was fun, but it still had like disturbing imagery. It was still 100% Sam Raimi. It was still 100% Evil Dead, even though it was comedic. And, it was so much fun to be had. It was still Evil Dead. You know what I mean? Like, still had the grotesque deadites. You still had the disgustingness, like the vomit and all of those types of things, the blood and everything. It was still sick.
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, that's what makes this franchise. That's what makes it so unique. Is the imagery, even the camera shots, the angles, the Ash one-liners. I mean, what was he saying in there? I'm trying to remember that. I was like, "Give Daddy some sugar." Something. Ash is it's crazy, man. Throughout the whole franchise, though, man. All right. So Swift. All right, Swift, Brendan, Sandra, Ian, Sammy, and Johnny. Tell me your introduction to Evil Dead. One of you.
Yeah, Sam. After you.
Mine was just when I was a little kid. My parents were watching it. My parents were the ones that like raised me off of horror movies, and for whatever reason,
parenting done right.
Yeah, exactly. Spot on, man. I swear. I tell them, I'm like, it could be worse. I could be a drug addict off the streets or a functioning alcoholic, but I'm obsessed with horror. I tell them that all the time. But yeah, I was a little kid, and for whatever reason, out of all the horror movies and shows I watched with them, they were hesitant letting me watch Evil Dead. So I wasn't able to see it the first time they were watching it. And then they had a party. They always had actual like horror parties. Like people would come over and just stay the night and binge watch horror movies. So they thought I was sleeping, but I snuck downstairs and was able to watch a couple of scenes. And that was my first time getting a glimpse of the Evil Dead. Maybe some nightmares, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
Love that.
like back in the day. Like I just think about even just growing up, VHS itself, video stores, and just no social media in a sense, and no spoilers, none of that. Like I mean, you had to go to the theaters to watch. You had to rent it, or you had cable, you had the hot box, whatever you had, where you can watch these movies on Showtime. And that was the beautiful thing. I remember watching a lot of horror movies at nighttime on HBO. And other channels. I forgot some of those stations, probably Showtime and stuff like that. But it was always fun.
Movie channel, TMC, the movie channel.
Yeah, the movie channel. Johnny Sparks, tell us your introduction to Evil Dead.
Well, I was gonna say it's funny that that we're talking about VHS and stuff. We're kind of showing our age, I guess, a little bit. I got my Army of Darkness VHS, Sandy.
Nice.
And I also have that other cover, Brandon, as well. And what's interesting is I just recently kind of got back into the older formats that I used to have. And I'm shocked at the prices of certain franchises, the VHS and Laserdiscs. The Killer Clowns VHS, good luck trying to find one in good shape under $200. It's unbelievable how much these formats and certain franchises have appreciated. And so I'm like, man, I wish I would have kept all my DTS laser discs. I had all of these movies and a lot of the VHS. So now I'm on the hunt. And but yeah, and the artwork, like Brendan was showing you, and not only just on the VHS, but the laser disc covers and some of these. I got a bunch of these DVDs here, right? So if you look at the artwork, to me, I love the artwork on them. You got the steel books.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, John.
Yeah.
You got all the different. I don't know if you could.
Yeah.
Through okay.
Yeah. 2013.
Right.
Yep.
And then all these different versions. You got Boomstick Edition.
The Boomstick,
right?
baby.
Right. And then you got this is a widescreen edition. Right.
Right.
Same, a little different. Then you got 2013 Steelbook.
Oh shit.
Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
And these are just a few. This is Screwhead Edition of Army of Darkness. But to me, like I said, just I appreciate the artwork and all the little inserts and stuff that come with it. And so it's kind of nice. It's revived my interest in physical media. And I never ever thought I would be collecting VHS and Laserdisc again. So, but there you go.
Caught the bug.
I just love the art. I kind of, I got so caught up in life and everything. I stopped appreciating all the other little nuances to these franchises and stuff. And so, granted, while I do an Evil Ash cosplay in which I met Sam Raimi and have a great photo with him, I just kind of, the physical media part, I kind of fell away from. So I'm glad I'm kind of jumping back into it, and I'll be displaying a lot of the physical media as artwork. So yeah,
I love it, John. I love it. Brendan. Just looking even at Brendan's background over there.
Like Brendan has that whole awesome museum library back there, and it's fantastic.
Yeah. Always was enamored by your setup, Brendan. Seriously, seeing it.
Thank you.
Just absolutely incredible, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
really fascinating.
Question: when did you start collecting? And was it like after your first couple pieces? Did it just like start flowing after that, or was it later on in life?
Yeah. So later on, so like collectibles and memorabilia and stuff, I would say started around 2021. I want to say. Movies I've been on and off collecting since I've been alive, essentially. So I've just weaned it all down to horror movies now, so they're all horror. But Sam collects Living Dead dolls as well, so we got a small pack of over theirs as well.
I love Living Dead dolls.
Yeah. Sam's got quite a few of those. We're going through them right now on our channel. But yeah, since my first con actually is when we started collecting stuff like the memorabilia kind of stuff. So yeah, so Sam went through a mask phase this year, so we bought like 7 masks from Spirit Halloween. So those are all new additions, and
awesome.
Yeah, it's just taken off.
Between you, I know Ian has a collection. Johnny, you got a collection. You guys are
It's
Swift.
addicting.
It's no man.
Yeah,
Especially when you go to horror conventions and look, you see the artwork that these people are putting out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
gotta
look
say, man, artists, some of those vendors, some of the artists at these conventions are extreme. Give us a hand here.
And let's see, and there is Sam Raimi's autograph
Oh, dude, it's badass.
Nice.
on there.
Awesome.
So,
That
yeah,
amazing.
definitely. You have the bug, as we were saying, and it's also the appreciation for the art. These are all individual artists that make these, and so, but again, it's kind of revived my whole appreciation for not just the franchises but art itself, and everyone's individual take on it. So yeah, so in my own little nerdy way, I gotta put together a nice little art collection, and then I just rotate them, to appreciate them.
Great collection, guys. Seriously. Double feature says we first watched Army of Darkness, which introduced us to Ash. I had to go tackle the rest after that. All right.
Okay, yeah. A lot of people.
I feel like Evil Dead 2 is better than the original, personally. That's Big Jay Rogers in the building. What's going on, Jay? Same movie, bigger budget. But Army of Darkness depends on what kind of mood you're in. Hail to the king, baby. Paige is still laughing at it. Look at the trees.
Yeah.
How crazy is it? Hey, I love The Notebook. Well, this is
Sorry. I don't know. I never seen it, so I don't know.
Don't watch it. Sorry.
Listen, the only book that Sandra loves is the Necronomicon, right? That's the only notebook she wants.
Yes.
100%, Randy. That
Randy,
was
love
my
that.
that was my introduction to the franchise. Kind of, it's for me. It's a little bit heartfelt for me with my introduction to the franchise. So I'll just be brief about it. So just give me a minute. I'm going to pay a little tribute for a second.
No, of course.
So so childhood friend of mine, kind of like my brother, introduced me to all of the niche horror, the Evil Dead, Phantasm, Hellraiser, all of that stuff. So, so, and that was how he kind of got me into it, was showing me that scene where his hand gets possessed and he's smashing the dishes over his head, and just, all chaos ensues. So, but unfortunately, my buddy, he was killed on 9/11. So actually going back into the offices trying to save people. So, so anyway, but not to put a somber tone on this, but that's really, he's to thank for pretty much my interest in the, the B circuit of horror. And so every time, I do something with, Army of Darkness, Evil Dead, I feel like, he's there. He's kind of still with me. So yeah, it's very heartfelt for me. And so that was a big part, very important person in my life who's no longer around, but I at least get to share his story and, know that he died a hero trying to save people on that day. And so he's mainly responsible for my interest in all of this crazy stuff that we love.
Oh my God, John, I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you for sharing. Yeah, thank you for sharing that, John.
Sure. Yeah.
So that was your introduction then, now through your friend.
Yeah. He showed me all of this stuff, the Hellraisers, the Evil Dead stuff, the Phantasm, and we used to smoke the devil's lettuce, watch these movies. We lived together for 4.5 years. So in every sense, he was my brother, my big brother. And, my mom used to get a kick out of us because she would know what we were up to, because she would smell it and she'd hear us giggling like our asses off. And then we'd come up and eat the refrigerator. We'd eat everything. We'd eat out of house and home. And so, that was kind of the routine. But yeah, it's So anytime I do something, anything involving, horror and whatnot, I always feel like I still have my connection to him. So yeah.
That's story. Thank you, John, for sharing that, man. That's incredible. You pay homage to him every time that you get into
Exactly.
your costumes and your cosplays, everything, every time that you talk horror. So, and I believe it. You know, he is with you. I believe in afterlife and people watching over us. So, I mean, you know, it's awesome that, like, I look at trying to extract any positive out of it, like the fact that every time now you have more motivation and inspiration to improve. I'm not going to say improve because your cosplays are absolutely incredible, man. But like
Thank
some
you.
of the get up, yeah, and really, man, just that gives you more drive to do what you do. And,
for sure.
You know, you're super passionate about it, man. So thank you, John.
For sure.
sharing that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks,
And
guys. Thanks for letting me share that. Yeah.
And anybody on the convention circuit, I'm sorry, Jimmy. You got to see Johnny's Evil Ash. That's all I'm saying. You got to see it.
I was wondering if you were going to throw it on today, John.
I would have. I just, you know, I was really. I actually don't laugh, Sam. I really was trying to be on time, but I got stuck on a phone call late, and you know, I got to take care of business first, of course. You know, the business that pays the bills, and so I got down here as quick as I could.
Yeah. No, listen, no worries. I appreciate you just coming on the show and giving us a hand over there.
Well, that's kind of it right there, you know, without, hold on.
Where we at? Look at that.
So
that's so incredible.
That's part of it. And I tell you, it was nice when I did the photo op with Sam Raimi, you know, fully decked out as Evil Ash. And then when I went on the line to get our picture autographed, I guess his agent came over, and I guess he saw the photo, and he was like, "Oh, that was you in the costume." I said, "Yeah." He said Sam kept talking about how much he appreciated you coming in costume like this. So because unfortunately, I really didn't see too many other cosplayers for his work, and so but it was great. I mean, he had a. You know, there was a real visceral reaction when he saw me walk in like that, with the white contact lenses popping out and everything. And so, yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a great experience.
Yeah.
You know, and it was nice. And because I kind of shared the story that I just shared with you guys, which I really don't share too often, but because it's hard for me to not get choked up about it. And he listened. You know, that's the thing. He didn't just rush me off, and he thanked me. You know, and you know, for sharing that story, and I could tell he kind of felt like, you know, his work created something, a friendship, a bond, you know, and something that was so important. Because you wouldn't think, right? Well,
you really don't
watch
know
the movie. So people watch the movie, okay, and then they go on with their life. But no, I mean, these movies and these franchises. I mean, look, we're all here together talking about it decades later, and so, you know, and especially like for me, like I said, it's really heartfelt. So yeah.
Well, you know what, John, that's a great point about movies in general, and specifically what I noticed with horror films and franchises. Fans super passionate, and we build these, or we have these stories from watching some of these films that hold a special place in our heart with a friend, like you just was talking about, a friend or a family member, just a childhood memory. And that's why, you know, that's what got us hooked on horror. Some of us got hooked on horror that way. And I just think that, you know, and I know we're just the most passionate fans out here. And it's just some incredible stories. And then some, you know, emotional stories that I've heard from fans, just like, you know, what you just said with your connection and your introduction to horror. And then it was from that point, it was just an obsession. I'm assuming from there, Evil Dead and all the other incredible cosmic Creep Show. I know you're a big fan of Creep Show. And
Return to Living Dead.
Yeah. But go ahead, John. Continue with saying.
No, I was gonna say. So anyway, but so that was it. So, you know, when my wife sees all the crazy stuff I'm doing, what are you doing now? What are you making? I'm like, well, I said, you got to blame Matt. It's Matt's fault, you know. So yeah, but
makes the comedy horror great. Yeah, it is great when it's done right.
Yeah, if it's done right, then absolutely spot on.
It's
it's like a complete dumpster fire.
Yeah. He's got all the one-liners.
Thank you so much.
Speaking of watching with that, also.
Right. We got.
We'll see. Yeah, facts all the way. You had the black box with the loan. Yeah, physical media all day. Listen, you have a physical copy or something. It doesn't matter which streaming service loses the licensing to stream that thing. You always have it. Nobody can take it away from you, unless they physically come in your window. And then I know everybody on this panel has something waiting for anybody that comes in that's trying to come in the window.
Yeah, listen, it's cool. Just it's something that you can hold in the artwork, and then you know everything inside when you I forgot what is it, the piece of paper, whatever it comes with. Just giving you the chat.
Yeah, I used to love DVD. I never had Laserdisc and all of that. And from what I hear, Laserdisc is the ultimate form of physical media because of everything that it comes with. But I used to love the old DVDs. They come with the sleeve in it. You get to read, like it had the track listing, it had some dope artwork. Sometimes it would be folded, so you had several pages,
multiple discs,
multiple pages to look at. It was amazing. I love that. They kind of did away with that now with Blu-ray and 4K. It's kind of bare bones, unless you get a collector's edition.
Yeah.
But DVD, man, like the presentation was sick. You had that, all the bonus features. I miss bonus features. Like I was just watching the 4K, the 2013 Evil Dead 2013, the remake. I was watching the 4K, and they have two different ones. I was watching the Scream Factory version, the latest one that just came out. There's so many sick bonus features on that thing. I was like, man, this is what physical media is about. This is what this medium that goes on a disc, this format. This is what it's about. One of the things. Look.
Which copy? Which one did he have?
Yeah. Take a pic. Yeah, absolutely, Brendan. And when physical media is done right, there's nothing like it. And I kind of think that's what kind of made people stop messing with physical media. Besides the streaming thing, you kind of stop getting so many cool things with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're 100%.
Got it, Mike.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. We're gonna get to physical media in that point, Trip, in a second. I'm just going to say appreciate that. Unique. Tony says, "Love you always, Johnny. You're the man."
Thanks, Tony. Appreciate it.
Double feature. I'm sure your story touched, and movies are so powerful, and have a way of connecting others through the that visual experience. Yeah,
absolutely, 100%.
Well, this isn't Evil Dead, but we're talking about Sam as well. I
Dark
love
the Darkman was sick. Darkman was sick. Being able to watch filmmakers, there you go. Absolutely.
Oh, dude. Yeah, just like bonus. And dude, physical media. I still got the VHS of Ninja Turtles in 1990. I know it's not hard, but Ninja Turtles. I have the Pizza Hut coupon still in there, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can still use that coupon, Jimmy. It's good.
You know what? I want to go to the store. Hey, I got this coupon from 1990. Can I? Can I use it?
Pizza Hut, the coupon's still good, but Pizza Hut isn't good anymore. So don't even wait.
Exactly.
The paper that coupon's on is worth more than Pizza Hut is.
But then again, when you're out here in PA, you might have to settle for Pizza Hut.
Man, listen, eat some Vienna sausages or something, man. It's better. Right out of the can.
I think I'd rather eat the cardboard that it comes in.
Back on to don't use the coupon, Randy. Well, I mean, now with inflation, with the prices, I'm probably getting 5 cents off a pie. I mean, crazy. Oh man, but thinking about this franchise in itself, I thought it was unique because they tied everything together. I feel like they tied everything together well. But every single one of these installments was just something different. I mean, 1 and 2 were similar, yeah. I mean, but you had more of this. It was all Bruce. It was all his facial expressions and him in the house. And like you were saying, Wolfman earlier, slapstick comedy. It was over the fucking top. And then, we had Army of Darkness, which was a different trip than the other two, for sure. Yeah. It was wild. Then we got into 2013, which was more dark, more horror based. And Fede Alvarez did just a tremendous job. I mean, like you talked about that blood scene, Sam, with the change from that scene, the opening sequence, just the story itself. I love what he did with it. And if you're going to touch a franchise of this magnitude, this caliber, you have to do it justice, and he did. And then going along to Evil Dead Rise, what we just seen a couple of years back, which again was unique, and it was a different twist. It was in an apartment building. I mean, they could have done so much more with it. I agree. Being in the building would just, I had different ideas. I was thinking as I was watching, I'm like, oh shit, are we going to see all the tenants go deadites, and it's just going to be just a war in the project, in the building or whatever. And again, they could
into the projects. Holy shit!
Hey, if the leprechaun. If the leprechaun can go to the hood,
yeah, the leprechaun went to the hood
and go to space,
Yeah. Holy cow, yo, this is crazy. We get nuts with the kids laughing and stuff. Yeah.
That's it, Randy. Shop smart, shop that smart.
That's smart, yeah.
Oh man, it's just I enjoyed what they did with all these films, and I really can't. Going back to the question that we had up here from Mike, and he said, upcoming films, Burner or Wrath, which are you looking forward to more? Both of them. I want to see what they're going to do with these films. So
I don't think we know enough about both of them individually. We know a little bit more about Burn. I mean, I feel like we know the cast for both of them. That's about it. Like, they're both.
That's what I like them.
I can't really say a whole lot more because it's like just don't have enough information. I don't think.
I mean, we do know, like Brenda said on Our Life of Horror. When I saw he was talking about Evil Dead, Wrath, and Burn, we do know that they have different creative teams.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that is a cause for concern. I mean, listen, I'm all for hearing different voices. I'm all for listening to different voices, creative voices. But one thing that I wanted with the newest Evil Dead that came out was continuity, and I'm kind of concerned about that because are we just letting people just give their takes on what Evil Dead is and the Deadites and everything like that, or like I think I told Brendan this, maybe they're building a cinematic universe to have their version of the Avengers where they all meet up. You know what I mean? Like, is that what they're doing? Like, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. That would be interesting because it's something different, But I really wish we kind of knew what was happening. But listen, I'm happy. I get pissed off when we know too much, and now that we don't know much, we're better off for it. Hopefully, I'm going to be optimistic with it, and let's just see what it is.
Yeah.
Less is more. Leave it to the imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah, to your point, Swift, I think like with the whole continuity thing, you kind of had to do a little digging yourself, and it's all kind of established, I think, in Evil Dead Rise. Like when he's listening to, they're listening to the like the little records, and you hear Bruce Campbell like in that for like a split second. And so I think the idea kind of was, this goes back to Army of Darkness. There's 3 books, and he's got he picks the wrong book. So what I kind of read was 3 books from Army of Darkness are the first book.
Yeah, Eli Cortez, what's up?
Yeah, the original trilogy. The second book is from the remake, and the third book is the one in Rise. And so it's kind of like they can do really whatever they want. So each film has its own flavor, and I like that they're kind of allowing different filmmakers to kind of, hey, here's the toys in the sandbox, kind of make it your own. But I could see them at some point down the line, in some way, shape, or form, bringing it all together. We'll see.
I hope so. I want to see that.
It'd be cool to get Ash and Mia and the lead from Rise. Her name escapes, the character name escapes me, but it'd be cool to have kind of all of them show up together. It'd be neat. It'd be hard to do because they're so different in style, but who knows?
Yeah.
Fighting an army of Deadites.
Right.
Yeah.
This is
I got a
really-
question for everyone too.
Go ahead.
Everyone here, probably, you guys are all big fans of the Evil Dead, so I'm pretty sure that you all know that the original Evil Dead from 1981 was it was made based upon a short film called Within the Woods. Have any of you ever seen Within the Woods?
I never seen it. Nope.
I have not seen it.
It was pretty much like a proof concept,
Right.
which she used to raise money to make the Evil Dead.
Yeah, wasn't it because of the budget, or the poor budget, I guess they had for the Evil Dead, that they couldn't truly make it into Within the Woods?
Within the Woods was just something that he shot and used that to sell. Like, listen, this is what I want to do. This is what we can do. Give me some money. Give me some money.
It was
the biggest difference.
I think they had like less than
difference is-
400,000, like a $375,000 budget
Yeah.
or something, and Sam Raimi was only, I think he was like 20 years old.
They're
at the
really
time.
young. Yeah.
Yeah, that's impressive. At 20 years old, I'm like,
He was young kid. He dropped out. Didn't he drop out was the school, I think, to complete this film? I believe.
Yeah.
Hey,
I know the big difference in that is Ash is the one that's possessed. It's Bruce Campbell. Like, he's because obviously Ash gets possessed in 2 and Army of Darkness, but he's not really possessed in the first Evil Dead. And so you go back and watch In the Woods, it's him. And I've seen pictures and I've seen 10 to 12 seconds of footage, and it's gruesome. Like it's pretty insane. So do some digging. I think you can find footage out there of it. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check this out. Go ahead, sir.
Also, I want to say that in some territories, in order for the Evil Dead to get an X to be rated X, they have to cut stuff out, which is crazy. In some foreign territories, and in later years, it was finally given an NC-17 in the United States. But that just tells you, was it was so extreme that none of these rating boards wanted to touch it, and
I give up. The towel.
It was deemed a video nasty in the UK, which if anybody knows what video nasties are,
That means good.
Yeah, that means, for our purposes, that means good. Yeah. And Evil Dead is just so instrumental and so important, just because of what it brought to the 80s horror. 80s horror. You know what I mean? It's so influential. And not only did it do everything in the movie world, it also went to comic books, video games, and they even have the Evil Dead. Look, comic book. Look, Evil Dead. Army of Darkness versus the Reanimator. Look at that, Necronomicon Rising. Yeah, and they also have a Evil Dead the musical that is global.
I saw that. I saw it twice. It was so good. If you guys have not seen Evil Dead the musical, when it comes near you guys, you must go see it.
I gotta see it when it comes back to the United States. I gotta see it because this is playing globally. But that right there.
Yeah, well, real quick on the musical. If I go to the music, I want to be in the front. I want to get blood splattered on me. Like you
Blackstone.
Yeah,
you
like
need
go to my show back in the day. This doesn't happen. I want to get soaked in blood, man.
And listen, the first show ever. Brendan was probably there. It was in Toronto, Ontario. That was the first Evil Dead show. Evil Dead.
I wish, dude.
Musical ever. Come on, you were first in line. You know that. Come on.
I was in high school when that came out, and the grade 12 drama class got to go see it. But I think I was in grade 9 or something like that, so I wasn't available to go. I know. I did see it last year though, from a little production. I saw it last year, a little production about 40 minutes away from me. It was a lot of fun, and the first thing that happened to me is I got squirted with a squirt gun right in the face. The
Yes.
first thing, like that guy had
Yes.
pinpoint accuracy. It just got me.
Medal of Honor.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
That means you had a good time. Come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a blast.
Oh, dude, listen, this
That's
is.
awesome.
I want to talk more about this right here. This
Yes,
Freddy versus
yes,
Jason
yes,
versus Ash, right?
Yeah.
Here. So we were like, this was supposed to happen on the screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, does anybody know
Yeah.
before? Anybody want to talk about? Because I don't. I know a little bit about it, but I'm pretty sure Brandon, you or Wolfman, you guys know a little bit more, or maybe anybody here know a little bit more about this than I do as far as this. What happened here? Why
Would anyone like to enlighten us?
Wolfman,
I know a little. Honestly, it was a rights dispute more than anything. It was a lot of moving pieces. So even now, the Evil Dead Ash, it's messy because the first two films are owned. I can't remember who owns them. They're owned by a different parent company than because
De Laurentiis? Is it De Laurentiis?
It might be De Laurentiis. It could be. I can't remember. But Army of Darkness is it's Universal. So you have these you've got these mixed bags where it's kind of like the whole Friday the 13th thing. Like now we have Jason Universe. It's because they own the rights to the characters and it's separate. So back in the 90s, probably even the late 80s, all these freaking Marvel did it. All these different IP rights. They sold character rights specifically to a book. That's why Brian Fuller could never do season 4 of Hannibal and make Silence of the Lambs, because Silence of the Lambs is owned by a different company than who owns the character rights to Hannibal. So it's all these moving pieces. So we were fortunate enough to get Freddy versus Jason because by that point in time, New Line owned the rights to both Freddy and Jason. They did not have the rights to Ash. And somebody played hardball, and it did not work out. It was so freaking close. And somehow the film rights thing never happened, so they were like, what the hell, we'll do a comic book. And that's about as close as we're ever going to get is this comic book, unfortunately.
Well, dang.
Yep.
It sucks because crossovers were so big. Like after Freddy versus Jason came out, then
That
you had
movie would have
Alien
been
versus Predator.
insane.
Oh, that movie.
Freddy
That
versus
would
Jason versus
have.
Ash. Yeah.
Oh, forget about it. Yeah.
And there would have been 10 movies, and I would try to be hunting down the box set, and it would be like more room I need for stuff to display. Yeah.
All I know is, Necronomicon, it had, reading from the book brought Freddy and Jason back, and it was stuff like that. So
That's wild.
Yeah.
Definitely interesting. Yeah.
The fact that we got a Freddy
One of the
versus
great
Jason,
what ifs.
It took 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
It took 10 years to make, but we got a Freddy versus Jason movie. I mean, that was the best part of Jason Goes to Hell was the ending. I mean, when Freddy's glove came up. Took, Jason's mask down there, and so what's happening? Are we getting this? 10 years later, we did. But Ash in it. Imagine that. Oh my God. I mean,
That
who
would
knows?
have
It could still
been a
happen.
crazy curveball to have that. Like, I don't think anything could ever compete with that type of those three
Getting
iconic
Robert
characters.
England and Bruce Campbell in character. Can you imagine just the quips back and forth, man? God.
Oh man,
I hate to see them fight though. I'd like to see them hanging out or partying, but not fight. Not trying to kill each other.
I want to see I want to see a one-liner showdown, like the camera going back and forth. I can see that. Rob's like, "You're my world, bitch," and then just back and forth, man, between him and Bruce. That would be something amazing.
Sally Forth pasta face. Right?
Freddie. What do you think, Brendan? What do you think about this, man? Do you think we're ever going to get this?
No, we're not. And another reason why, like all the points that Ian made are totally true, 100%. And then Bruce Campbell's gone on to say too in panels that you got these two horror icons of Freddy versus Jason, or Freddy and Jason, and then you throw Ash into the mix of who, of course, is this hero badass. Nobody kind of wants to see anybody lose in this situation, but Ash is like, I'm gonna fucking kill them. That's the way that I roll, right? So he's like, They're like, okay, maybe we won't do this idea because we want these IPs to live forever, of course, and continue to make money. So that's just what I've gotten from it, from watching Bruce on panels on YouTube and stuff. So I don't think we'll get it though.
Damn. I mean, if it's going to happen, it has to happen soon because I mean, Rob's up there. Again, I know he's talked about doing something animated, doing voiceover. I really think that we could potentially get one more Freddy Krueger, a Nightmare on Elm Street movie with Rob. If it's the money's
Well, it's 96 years old, bro. Leave him alone, man.
listen.
Listen.
No, I want
Freddie,
more. I don't care. He's in a wheelchair. God forbid he's going to be.
He's going to be at the home in his own recording studio as he's eating Jello.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely not in prime time anymore. But I mean, hey, it's come on.
Legit, Jimmy. I think the only way it would happen is it'd be an opening sequence, 3 minutes. Freddy comes back. It's Robert, and I got to be younger and pass the baton to a new actor. That's how they would do it.
Yeah.
So look at that comment. Look at that statement right there.
Yes. There we go. That's right.
Yeah,
the
the
Necronomicon.
Yep.
Yep.
I think they used the dagger to kill Jason in that one too, right?
Dagger. Yeah.
Yes. Screw heads. Come on.
There you go.
John under the floorboards in here, in the chat here.
We got John in the house. What's up, bro?
You can't have your nightmare here. No, Chris, come on, man.
They should do a movie with all.
Yes. We were just talking about.
Yep.
This is
what that would have been so cool, though, man. They got to give us. I mean, I know rights and everything, man, but I would love some form of entertainment. Maybe put more comics out. Maybe if they could work out, the publishing rights or something like that, we could get comics again. I really think now with the way horror is, I think and reading, everybody's reading horror now. I think they could really do some dope shit. I mean, some dope stuff right now.
I mean, yeah.
Well, Ash has never gone away from the comic books. I think last year they did another Army of Darkness sequel comic book series. That's like an alternate universe to Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Yeah.
I can never get my hands on these things. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. They even Ash even crossed over with the Marvel Zombies. So everybody wants a piece of Ash Williams. You know what I mean? So Marvel Zombies versus I think it was called Ash versus. Oh no, Marvel Zombies versus the Army of Darkness. Like,
that's right.
He's such a dope character. He just resonates with everybody. He can fit in anywhere. He's such a cool dude. You know what I mean? He's got the boomstick. He's got the mechanical hand. He's just a dope character.
Yes. That's why I said earlier, Swift. He's a superhero. He travels through time.
Yeah, absolutely.
With one hand and a chainsaw. He defeats all the demons. He survived it all, and then he ended up being a manager in a supermarket and getting attacked by zombies in there as well. If you guys remember that movie,
still gets the girl. Though. He gets the girl.
Still gets the girl. Right. Great point. Great point. Yeah. He's a stud, man. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
As evidenced in Army of Darkness when they're feeding him grapes and feeding him the big chicken. He's burping. He's man.
He's like, first you want to kill me. Right. First you want to kill me. Now you want to kiss me. And he's like, whatever he says to the poor girl.
Yeah.
I love Ghostface. Said Ash would be a great addition to that character.
Sure.
Yeah, man.
It was rumored and it fell through. They were talking about that for a while and the damn rights, man. Something.
That's what it always comes down to.
Always the rights.
Yeah.
Those
damn rights.
Yeah, everybody wants to get their piece of the pie.
I want to bring up conventions, like meet and greets. Who have you guys met from the Evil Dead franchise? I know, Johnny, I met Sam Raimi the same weekend you were in costume.
Oh,
cosplay.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, right.
Yeah, he's great.
Oh,
well, the only one that me and my sister met was from Ash versus Evil Dead here, Dana De Lorenzo.
Oh, she's the best.
That's a badass photo.
Fire. Yeah,
That's the
Yeah,
only
she's
one
really
we
nice.
met. That was at a
Wow.
Jersey Hurricane like a bunch of years ago. And I think Ted Raimi was at that one too, but we didn't get to meet him. That's the only one, and she was so cool.
The best.
She was so cool.
That's amazing. Anybody else?
I met Bobby Joe, Casey De Palma. I
Cassie
forget
DePaiva.
Cassie De Palma. Yeah, so I
Yep.
met her at Schiller a few years ago,
Yep.
and yeah, very very nice, very sweet. Yeah.
I've got a fun Cassie DePaiva story. So I'll say real quick, I've met Alyssa Sutherland. I've met Jane Levy. I met Lou Taylor Pucci from the remake. They were both phenomenal. And then I met Cassie DePaiva. Richard Domeyer, who played Ed Gentley. He's the professor and the boyfriend in the second one that turns. And then Sarah Berry, who plays Annie. They were all at Chiller last year. Creature Feature. They were a Creature Feature. It was real quiet. Like a Creature Feature is kind of a smaller con. Okay, whatever. But Cassie DePaiva was by herself, and Friday evening I ended up sitting and talking with her for like an hour. And so she played Bobby Joe in Evil Dead 2, and she went on a few dates with Sam Raimi after they were filming. So they weren't ever like officially an item, but she talked about that a little bit. It was cool. But she was like, "Hey, you're gonna be here tomorrow?" And I said, "Yeah." And she's like, "Come back." She's like, "I forgot that I brought it." She's like, "I have a scrapbook of photos that I took while we were filming, and I've never shown them to anybody."
Wow.
Convention. And I was like, okay. So sure as shit, came back down Saturday and no line. And she's like, come sit. I said, okay. And I'll show you guys some of these because they're insane.
Oh, you got
cool.
Oh,
that's her and Richard Domeyer. Yeah. Crazy.
Wow.
Hang tight. I got some good stuff. Here's Ted. That's Ted and Henrietta. Sorry, no, it's kind of right. This is a cool one. This is her getting fitted for an arm prosthesis. If you can see right here.
Yeah. Wow, man.
And then, this is my favorite. This is one she said she was going to probably print off. Hang on 1 second. This is her with the eyeball, like in her mouth. Sorry, I know it's bright, but she was great. Really, really cool. She had all kinds of stories and stuff, and she's probably one of my biggest highlights of any convention because it's rare. Like, it's rare that you get that much one-on-one time with anybody. And sometimes it's the lesser known folks that are like, hey, I don't have a line. Come sit and I'll share these stories. So it was legitimately like an hour. And I just talked to her about everything. And it was really cool.
That's awesome.
That's congrats, man. That's a great experience.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, brother. Yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Photos, man. It's I haven't met anybody from the Evil Dead franchise, not yet. Experience it. Wolfman, that was a great point you brought up there, or question. Anybody else ever meet anybody from this franchise? No.
I saw Alyssa Sutherland that same weekend, doing her thing. And then,
she's really tall. I'm 6'3". She's probably 6'2", 6'1", 6'2". And this was right after the movie come out.
Right.
Evil Dead Rise, like right after it came out.
Yeah. And she had some.
So pretty.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at the smile. Oh man, the makeup in that was incredible. She was creepy as hell. And just in
I
the
look
kitchen.
up to her.
That's what we aspire towards.
Yes.
Be as creepy as Alyssa Sutherland.
Yeah.
Look at this. I'm going to show this right now real quick. This little kitchen scene I clipped out over here.
It was the perfect day.
And all I could think about was how much I wanted to cut you all open and climb inside your body so that we could stay one happy family.
Sick.
Mom's off her
I love
meds
that.
again.
Mommy's with the maggots now. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Perfect, Sammy. And I gotta say, Sam, you do just a tremendous job at being, and don't take this the wrong way, at being psychotic in your videos. Like,
Thank you.
You know,
It's the nicest thing you could say, Jimmy.
It scares the hell out
In
of
our
me.
world,
Sam.
it's a compliment.
Not as much
Thank
as that.
you.
Rose.
No, that means a lot to me.
No,
I
it
won't tell
does.
my therapist.
That's great. That was the line of the year. That means a lot. I'm gonna tell my therapist. That's a good. No, but seriously, it's just incredible. And you, when I seen some of your videos, reminded me just of Sutherland over here. She's just the facial expressions.
Yeah,
is,
she's
is off the
definitely one of
chart.
my idols. Lynn Shay is my next idol.
Lynn.
Her creepiness to me,
Lynn Shay, yeah.
is just top tier creepy. Very uncomfortable in the best way possible.
Lynn's been in so many movies, man. So many killer movies,
So good.
franchises. But yeah,
But thank you for that.
Yo, you're welcome. No, I just said like, you know what? I thought it. You know, when I seen it back again, I'm like, yeah, this is Sam. When some of your videos, some of the no,
Crazy bitch, I know her.
100%. You really are an incredible actress, Sam.
Thank you, Johnny.
Yeah, she really is. She really is.
Really. Yeah.
Hey, Brendan, what about you?
Yeah, I was about to go. Sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Sam. Go ahead, Sam.
No, I was gonna say real quick. One of my photographer friends, Brandon, that I was telling you guys about, who gave me fun facts about Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th,
franchise.
yeah.
His son saw him editing one of my photos. He was like, "That's the girl from Smile," and I was like, "That's the best compliment you could ever give."
Yeah, that's creepy as
But
hell.
yeah, that
Sam.
was it.
You did a tremendous job with a lot of your
Yeah,
work.
she mastered that.
Yeah.
She mastered that.
But yeah, I was gonna give Brendan and Sandra. I want to give you guys the floor. If there's anything from this franchise, being our special guest this week, anything from the franchise that you wanted to talk about, you know, let me know. Let us know. Let's get into it.
I just think like the original Evil, like I said, the original Evil Dead is my favorite of all time. And I've seen tons of horror movies, all different types of horror movies, and they don't really scare. They're fun and I love them, but they don't scare me. The Evil Dead is one of the only movies that I can rewatch and it still creeps me out all the time. Like I know what's gonna happen. I know when each person's gonna turn into a dead eye. I know what's coming out from the side. I know what's gonna happen, but I'm always freaked out all the time when I watch that movie, every single time, and I love it every single time.
Yeah.
And
It's something
the whole franchise, I think is one of the only ones that doesn't have any bad parts.
It doesn't have any
bad. I love all the movies. I love the TV show.
There's no embarrassing ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's all these other franchises that there might be one that's like, oh, it's terrible or not as good, but this whole franchise, like I love everything about this entire franchise, and it's very underrated. You don't hear a lot of people talking about it, especially as Ash as this horror icon, because you hear about Freddy, Jason, Michael all the time.
We don't have enough conversations about Ash. We need to throw Ash's name in the mix a little bit more here.
Yeah. You hardly have unless there's something specific like this live specifically talking about it. Like you don't really hear it. So I was so excited to come on and talk about it because I love it. I love this franchise so much.
Yeah, and you know what it is, Ian. I think you said this earlier. You know, when you think about horror icons and legends, right? All of them are villains, like Freddy, Jason, Mike, Ash. is the protagonist. He's a good guy. So this is, it's something different. We don't see that often. So Ash needs his flowers, baby. Come on.
Bottom line is you never will get another horror franchise with the hero where he gets his head pulled up into like a butthole of a cadaver. This is like, that's Ash vs. Evil Dead. If you guys have not watched the TV show, it is the funniest damn thing I've ever seen. I just remember getting to that episode and just jaw drop because I just could not believe it. And like the intestines are the deadites, oh, it's great. And he's running around with the body on his
that was like
Ian, I can't wait to see that. Admittedly, I only watched a couple of episodes from the series.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I won't remember in about 20 minutes. I'll be like, what did he say? So, but I'm really, I think I'm going to be on the hunt for a box set or something for the whole series.
Oh, yes, Swift.
No. Wait, what is
nice.
this? Is that,
Look at that.
Movie collection.
Let's see the backside. Swift, turn it around.
Turn around.
Show us your backside.
The back is,
a little spin, baby.
Oh, the back is kind of messed up, but it has the cap.
Okay.
And then it has this thing has Evil Dead. It has the original Evil Dead. It has Evil Dead 2, and then it has Ash vs. the Evil Dead, the whole series.
Oh,
so it doesn't have Army of Darkness, but that's okay because I hit up my people from Scream Factory, and I got the 4K Army of Darkness. I got much like Brendan, I got the Blu-ray of Evil Dead, and then I got the 4K right here.
Nice.
And then I didn't get Brendan. Brendan has a dope edition. I want him to show it off. I got this. I got the studio, the Warner Brothers. Was it Warner Brothers? Yeah, the Warner Brothers release of Evil Dead Rise 4K.
Nice.
But Brendan has something dope over there.
Yeah.
If he wants to show it off.
Come on, Big Dog. Come on, Evil Dead. What are we doing?
He's got a bunch of fire over there. He's over here. He's acting humble over here. But he's got the whole joint, man. Let's go. Let's do it.
We'll start with I got the standard Blu-ray just because I didn't have a 4K player at the time. But then I had to get the Steelbook.
Nice.
Yeah, look at that.
So this is the studio Steelbook that they put out with the only special features on it. So this was the only way to get a copy with special features on it during the time. It's got the
nice.
Of course.
That's pretty nice. But then Arrow Video released a 4K limited edition set as well this year with that incredible cover art on it.
Yes.
Yeah, that artwork is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It comes with a poster, and it actually comes with special features. So this is, if you want special features, this is the only way you're really gonna get it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's badass cover though, man. Oh,
Yeah, the Arrow discs are great.
Yeah.
Especially when they come with the posters and the pictures and everything, and booklets and for sure.
Well, since we're talking about Evil Dead Rise, real quick, I just figured we'd bring it since Lee Cronin directed it, and that Lee Cronin's The Mummy trailer dropped today. Have you guys seen the trailer?
I didn't see the trailer.
Not yet.
It looks insane, absolutely insane.
Which version
not
Mummy,
like
Ian?
It's not Universal, so that was a thing. Real quick history, just because I have a little insider knowledge here because of Universal. I know some people. Anyway, it was like 2 summers ago they announced this Mummy movie, and they said it was going to be a prequel. They didn't say this was Universal. They didn't say if it was a prequel to the original from 32. They didn't say is it a prequel to the Brendan Fraser stuff. But they were real quiet about it for a real long time. And I was talking to a buddy of mine who kind of knows some people and said Universal passed on it. And so Lee Cronin announced that his next movie following Evil Dead Rise was in the works. And I think that was like summer. I don't know. Anyway, long story short, they announced The Mummy, and it's everyone thinks Universal. Like they either think Boris Karloff or they think Brendan Fraser, and that's all Universal stuff. And now we know they're doing this legacy sequel in 2028. It's Mummy 4 technically, and Brendan's coming back and Rachel Weisz is coming back.
Oh,
So a lot of confusion. So this is Lee Cronin's The Mummy. It's a New Line Cinema, so it's Warner Brothers. It's Atomic Monster, and maybe Blumhouse too. I think it's all of them. So James Wan's a producer. Jason Blum's a producer. So long story short, before Lee Cronin was attached to it, nobody really knows this. It was presented to Universal. Universal was like, okay. And then they were like, you know what? Nah, Mummy's kind of stagnant after that Tom Cruise thing. So let's get away from that. And yeah, exactly. There you go. So they passed on it. Lee Cronin picked it up and made it his own. And they went with a totally different studio. So a lot of people are just seeing this Mummy movie coming out, thinking it might have ties to Universal legacy. Has nothing to. It's completely original story. It looks very similar in tone to Evil Dead Rise. It's kind of family based, and it looks really twisted. So check out the trailer. It comes out in April. I've been really paying attention to this. If you loved Evil Dead Rise, imagine a Mummy movie, and there is a mummy in it. And I don't want to say anything else. It looks batshit.
There's a mummy in the Mummy movie. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. No, but you know what? And I think.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yes,
for sure.
Thank you, Wolfman. I'm thinking like when it comes.
Are you watching it right now, Sam?
Yeah.
yeah. I had the same reaction, so I just knew. Yeah. It looks gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I saw the teaser. I refused to watch the trailer because these trailers suck these days.
But why not though? Because like for something like this, there's been so many different Mummy movies, like and Frankenstein, Universal Monsters. I wouldn't mind watching a trailer for something like this.
Nah, I still don't have faith in these trailers,
Swift,
man.
I totally agree. I didn't want to watch it, but I saw like a couple, and I was like, I kind of wet my feet a little. So yeah.
The chick kind of looks like the girl from Hereditary. The Mummy. Or
the Mummy.
Whatever it is. Oh, okay.
This is
whatever this is. Just I agree. Ian, thank you so much. That was awesome.
I know it's not Evil Dead related, but I was like, I just wanted to
Lee
pinpoint, 'cause
Cronin.
there were a lot of people.
Lee Cronin, of course.
People wanted to complain about it because it's not Universal. But I'm like, it's Lee Cronin, and if you liked Evil Dead Rise, this is his next movie. So yeah.
No.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch the trailer. I'm giving it a go. When we get open. Yeah, that's it.
There's a mummy in the Mummy movie.
That's all I need to know. Mummy came out.
Well, hey, listen, you had Nosferatu, right? You had Nosferatu. Now you got the Mummy. Maybe somebody will do Creature from the Black Lagoon and do it right. I don't know. What's Ian?
Hey, you forgot about Dracula. You just got Dracula.
And we got Dracula.
Right, Dracula. Right.
Dracula, yeah.
Dracula just came out.
And Frankenstein.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So we're on a roll.
Frankenstein, yeah.
And you know what? You can say what you
let's
want
get
about movies like, how many Frankensteins or Drag. It's keeping the legacy alive, the younger generation. Even when we talk about installments for major franchises like Scream 7's coming out next week. Look, I know for some of us we're tired. We don't want to see anymore. But I know even those same people are saying we're tired. We don't want to see anymore. We're going to watch it because it's Scream. The major franchise. Bottom line, that's it. And we're horror fans. So we as fans are so passionate. We're gonna bitch. We're gonna complain about things, but we're still gonna give it a shot. We're still gonna watch it, and they know this. They're smart. They know this. But I love looking at this. That's why I'm excited about Burn this year. Evil Dead Burn. I want to see. This
Evil Dead Wrath. Come on,
Wrath right now. Listen, we haven't got to Burn yet. Can we get to Burn before before I unleash my wrath? Just stop.
I want to feel the wrath already. I want to feel the wrath.
You're gonna feel the wrath because you keep the wrath. No, you gotta just enjoy it. Damn it, we want to rush. A lot of times we're so far in the forest we can't see the freaking trees. Enjoy it. Just soak it in. We got Burn coming. Okay, let it burn in your soul, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Brendan, Sandra, we give you the floor. Brendan, I want to give you the floor right now, man. I want you to anything from the franchise, from Evil Dead, that you want to talk about. It's something that you're thinking about. Whatever it is, man. The floor is yours.
Oh, well, I kind of ditto with Sandra here saying that there's not a bad movie in this franchise. I think if you go back to my letterbox, I think the lowest one I gave was Evil Dead Rise, and I gave it a 4.5 stars. The rest of them are 5s. They're all perfect to me. Like, I love it so much. And with Ian, too, talking about Bruce Campbell as one of the biggest final boys or men of all time. You also get this great transition through his trilogy and his character arc throughout a trilogy, which I really enjoy. You get the first movie when he's a survivor, essentially, at the end of the first movie. The next movie is where he becomes the hero, and where most of us sounds like we were introduced with. We were introduced to the sick and cynical Ash, who's like just tired of all the bullshit and wants to get home. So I think that's great in that sense. Evil Dead 2013, I think, has one of the best trailers of all time, in my personal opinion. That R-rated trailer that if you guys got to see back then, scared the shit out of me, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. I showed my wife Sam that trailer when we first started dating, while we were under some substances. And she was like, "Why are you showing me this?" I'm like, "Because it's awesome." And she was like, immediately, like the next day, she's like, "Okay, I'm ready to put this movie on now." And since then, it's become her favorite movie, of all time, and her favorite final girl with Mia. I don't care what you say, Rob or Mikey Bones. Evil Dead 2013 is one of the best horror remakes of all time.
Bingo.
It's funny, man. I don't understand where you don't get the dark comedy. Oh, dude.
Yeah, look at
dude,
that.
Can we trade like collections and experiences and stuff?
Absolutely. I live for it. Look, I was going to hold off on this. So this is when I met Jane Levy and Lou Taylor Pooch. He just wrote all the words himself. Like, he took it upon himself. So that's not part of the poster. Like, he wrote all of this. So.
Wow.
He was a party animal, man. Like, this was at Monster Mania a few years ago, and he would just get up from the table and go walk to the bar and chill with. He was taking shots with everybody. He was cool. He was a cool guy.
Oh, dude, that's amazing.
Dude, I love that.
It's a great movie.
We would chit chat with him at the VIP party. He was very, very laid back, nice guy. Yep. Nice guy. Yeah,
there for a good time.
100%.
That's amazing, though, dude. When you see people like that, you see on the screen.
Oh no!
Oh man!
You know what I gotta say, Rob? I always enjoy Rob and Mikey on the show with their takes, especially Rob with his outlandish takes, because not many people agree with Rob, but it's nice to see a different opinion, just so we can
except
talk
for
about
Rob's.
Yeah,
keeps things interesting.
Definitely appreciate both of them on the show, and make sure if you're not doing it already, what the hell are you waiting for? Slasher Radio's been around since I've been born. You check him out, Slasher Radio, Mikey Bones, Rob Humphrey, incredible. Those duo
doing big things.
Guys,
doing big things.
They had interviews like you won't believe with everyone you could think of in this business. So definitely check them out. But yeah, make sure. Fetty Alvarez, 100%. You know what? I don't know how, I just don't understand how you cannot like this. How you cannot like this remake of Evil Dead. I don't get it. I mean, it's dark, it's it's different, and it's horror, man. And he goes, I mean, there's blood galore. It's just incredible, man. What he did.
That movie set the record for the most amount of blood used on screen. Like, it's insane. Some of the things that Mia says are so outlandish that you can't help but laugh.
Oh yeah.
Like when she tells her brother to come downstairs, and they're like, why don't you come down here and let me suck your cock, pretty boy? It's just like, how do you not laugh at that? Because it's so out there.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, just even the lines of all of these films.
It's so Evil Dead,
Yeah,
it's so Evil Dead.
Yeah. The record was
like
just
even
long. Okay, all right. It held the
yeah.
record. All right.
Oh, and by the way, the writer, director, editor of Iron Lung was just on Slasher Radio a couple weeks ago talking about the movie Iron Lung. So go check that out too.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, man. So, yeah, I got to say though, man, it's just this franchise is another one of those like in for our community that everybody I come across they know it, they love it, they loved it, but it's I feel like it's not talked about enough. It's underrated in comparison to the other major franchises that everybody discusses: Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween. But I'm hoping like with these other two movies coming out, especially like I said, Burn this year, Rat next year. I want to see where they go with it. I'm interested. I mean, Rise wasn't terrible. There could have been some things I said that in my opinion they could have done a lot more with it. But
I think I agree with the big aspect of Evil Dead Rise being set in an apartment building and them not going kind of all out with having a whole floor worth of tenants being deadites was definitely a missed opportunity. There was also things in the trailer that I found were also leading to something that kind of went nowhere with the cheese grater. I know me and my wife were both like, oh yeah, look at that cheese grater going, like we're gonna get something crazy like Evil Dead 2013, which we didn't. But I think the biggest issue for me, and it remains to be kind of the biggest issue, is the Marauder. So kind of the final boss at the end where they kind of can join the family aspect, which is a good metaphor for the movie, I understand, but it's just not really what I want in my Evil Dead. I like the Abomination from 2013, and I like Evil Ash. They just felt like more memorable, end game villains than the Marauder did.
100%. Great point.
What are your thoughts on those?
What do you guys think? I'll give you the floor. John, Ian, Swift, Sam.
Well, that's it. You really invest in the character, right? So you're actually really interested to see where how it progresses. And so, like you just said, are these characters memorable enough that you really care what happens to them, or you have enough interest to see them in another film? So to me, that's where somebody like Bruce Campbell, portraying Ash is so special, because it really does make you want to become invested in that character and therefore the franchise. So, and that makes you, loyal and continue to follow. So, yeah, it's a great point that you made, Brendan.
Yeah, no, I think to follow up on that, Brendan, I think the Marauder was almost like a second-rate Abomination, because so Fede Alvarez does this thing. If you watch Alien Romulus, it's very similar to what he did with the Abomination, and I don't think there's been any moment in a theater that got more of an audible gasp than the Abomination showing, because that thing was just like ungodly, and people freaked out in the theater when the Abomination first shows up, and then when the Offspring shows up in Alien Romulus. I saw the movie twice in IMAX, and packed theater, and just the amount of audible. So Fede has this thing that he does, and he does it really freaking well in that regard. And I felt like, maybe this is just my take, I felt like the Marauder was trying to do the same thing. It just fell really, really flat. So, they were like, what's this disgusting creature that we can do? Well, it combines the whole family, and that's disgusting. And it was just, it was okay. That shock factor wasn't there with the Marauder,
Yeah, well, that's it. We're all used to seeing gross stuff, right? We're used to seeing nasty stuff, guts, blood everywhere. So, is there something different about this?
Right.
So
exactly.
That's what's nice. It's nice to see that sometimes, where you're surprised, like, oh shit, I never imagined that this is what I'd end up seeing, right? Or this is what it would become.
Right.
So yeah, I remain, I'm again, being a fan of the franchise, I'm optimistic for the new films coming out. I really hope they exceed expectation and shuts up the naysayers.
Yeah. No. Well, listen, I'm confident. I'm confident they will. I don't think you can have. Well, I'll say that. I don't want to say a bit. I was going to say, because I
careful, Jimmy.
Careful.
I don't think there's going to be. we're not going to get a bad Evil Dead film. I'm going to say it. That's it. Bottom line. I mean, it's so much that they have done already, and I want to see how they're going to make this one coming up. I'm not talking about Rapid Burn. I want to see how they're going to make this one different in comparison to the other films. What flavor are we getting here? You know, like what are they going to do? Are they going to up the gore? Are they going to, you know, like, are we going to get that big time final boss, that payoff at the end? Like, let's see what happens. So, you know, it's got me intrigued because every movie was different. And that's going back to the beginning a couple times. I know we said that, but so, you know, looking forward to this. Bottom line, Evil Dead Burn. I think it's just a very unique franchise. You know, the camera shots. Go ahead.
The more we're sitting here talking about this franchise, I can't think of a horror franchise that just front to back. Let's not even talk about the TV show, but the 5 films, the consistency. Like, I can't think of a stronger franchise. I can't think of something. I'm not saying it's the best horror franchise, but I can't think of something front to back every entry as solid as Evil Dead. You go down Halloween, Friday the 13th, like you have these weeks where it's just like, yeah. I mean, even Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Go for it, Sammy.
No, just to piggyback off of what you said, I 100% agree with you because I think the bottom line that stays true to the franchise is the consistency that they have balancing the gore and the comedy, and they execute it so well that either or is not overdone.
Yeah.
So they have that continuity, I feel like, throughout the entire franchise, even if one movie may be better than the other, or a scene or a storyline may have been better than the other. You still have that whole set, that whole like creation that started Evil Dead throughout the entire franchise.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's like sometimes, like even watching this, I'm walking like down a hall, and I just get the visual of, you know, they're like chasing me, you know, like that whole visual through the forest. I'm like, just in my mind, I'm playing it out like camera zooming in. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get it. The Deadites coming. That's it. No, just that alone. But like, man, just to those points here, the fact that the continuity with these films being so different is impressive. It's impressive. That's it. You know that.
Yeah. The thing is, can you break away? Yes.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, no. I was just gonna say, you know, like I said, we become attached to these characters, right? That lead the franchise. So a lot of times, I feel like it sways our decision on whether we like a next installment if it doesn't include that you know, that character, that person who carried it. And so I wonder. I guess everybody has a different perspective on it, right? They want to continue to see Ash in every installment, or are you open to them passing the torch? And can that, you know, because the bar is set so high, can that next person to carry the torch leave the impact that somebody like Bruce Campbell did? And so I think that's where a lot of people will be like, you know, they won't separate the comparison, but they'll always just look at like what the original boss did, like Bruce Campbell. And stuff. And so I think sometimes it's hard to separate. Even myself, admittedly so, sometimes it's hard because I'm so biased and attached to what drew me to the franchise and the character. So I think that kind of sways people's decisions, and where they say, well, it was good, but it wasn't this. It's, you know, so, you know, but we'll see. Yeah, you know, I'm excited to see what they do.
I'm thinking about it now. What are you guys thinking? This is crazy. Like, who can replace Bruce? Nobody, right? But in my mind, Jim Carrey. What about Jim Carrey doing a Bruce? Because he's it sounds crazy, but think about it. The guy is so animated with his facial expression. Okay, I don't think
he's too goofy. Why I agree with that to some level, Jimmy, is because we all know Jim Carrey as the typical iconic, funny, quirky comedian that he is. But if it wasn't for me watching that movie he was in, I think it was called 23.
Number 23.
He could play both. He could be some serious, stoic, intimidating character, and also
I don't know.
The same rugged.
I agree. My thing, number one, whose ass is Jim Carrey kicking? Let's be for real. Whose ass is he kicking?
He's
So,
kicking his
get him
own
out of
ass like
there.
he did in the movie.
Maybe he could be the warped Deadite Ash or something like that. Like from one of the let's say from one of those funhouse mirrors where you look cracked out and all that shit. You know, maybe it could be that. But
Alternate
Jim
universe.
Carrey ain't whipping nobody, man. Like he doesn't have what it takes to be the type of hero that Ash Williams is. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's a great idea. You know,
I don't know,
yeah,
man. You watch The Mask, watch Ace Ventura.
Yeah,
It's a little more comedy, but
he has
the range. Listen, I love The Mask, but
it's not.
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
He's not Bruce Campbell.
Jim Carrey can't do anything against the Deadite.
Yeah, he's got
Jim
the
Carrey's
range
gonna
of
be
an
spelling
actor.
one-liners out of his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
I would love to see that, to be honest. I think that would be very entertaining. Like, nobody could beat Bruce Campbell. He's irreplaceable.
In an alternate
But
universe,
Jim
maybe.
Carrey?
But,
Bruce Campbell's brother, Jim Carrey. There he is. Oh my God.
No, you know what? I'd rather see what Jungle was talking about with Ernest. I'd rather see Ernest in the Evil Dead.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think Ernest in the Evil Dead would be better
What a
than
missed
Jim Carrey.
opportunity.
Ernest.
Ernest goes to hell. What is that? I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, Vern, look at me dead eye. We gotta read this book here, Vern. I can see him. Know what I mean? He's dead eyes over here.
Yeah. With all this talk about Ash and how instrumental he is to this franchise, I guess it completely Swiss cheeses what I was going to bring up next. What I was going to bring up next was that Evil Dead has made it because not only has it been banned in all of these different countries, Ernest Goes to Hell. Look, you see?
Yeah.
I put Child's Play above Evil Dead pretty easily at that.
Okay.
See, I haven't seen all the Child's Plays. You mean Jack? Ooh,
Child's Play
okay.
is a pretty that franchise is, I think, for the most part, pretty well done too. Like the whole thing.
Toss that remake in there though. Ooh.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't like about the Chucky franchise.
But they also had the show, which was great.
The show's good.
Yeah, I didn't even mind
Which
the
also
remake.
got canceled. Which also got canceled when everybody was feeling it. You know, everybody was loving that show,
Yeah.
and it got canceled.
We don't discuss two remakes on this show, and that's Nightmare on Elm Street and Child's Play. We don't discuss those. Period. Not anyway. Continue, Brendan. You were saying something, I think, or Sandra. Brendan.
Oh no, I was saying something about
it was all Swift.
I wanted to bring up the Evil Dead made it because they had their own Italian unofficial sequels, like so many other movies, like the Italian Terminator 2 and Shock and Dark, which was Italy has been known for taking these films that are like dope, cult classic, iconic films and making unofficial sequels. And the name of Evil Dead in Italy was La Casa. I'll say it like that. I'm not gonna try to say it the Italian way. La Casa, it means the house. But they had La Casa 3 and 4, which were sequels to Evil Dead 2 by what's his name? Umberto Lenzi. I know everybody here has heard of Umberto Lenzi. And those were his films. It was La Casa 3, Ghost House, and La Casa 4, Witchery. Have any of you guys seen those movies? Those are unofficial sequels to Evil Dead.
I gotta
think I've
watch
seen the cover.
Oh, thanks for
Third
sharing.
one.
Sweat.
That's a good day. Yes.
Yeah,
Who plays Ash in those movies?
I'm not pretty. I'm not.
I'm Italian guy.
I'm not
Jim
sure.
Carrey.
But
Yes, she is.
check them out.
What you doing as a Deadite, man? Get the fuck out of here. What is this? Excuse my language. Oh my God, I'm going off the.
Yeah, but those
Blame
are
it on
out
the
there, so
Deadite.
check them out if you want to have some fun. Check those out. Because Italian unofficial remakes, unofficial Italian, copyright infringement remakes. There's nothing like them. They're so much fun. They're so cheesy. They're so much fun.
I mean, is it lawsuit? Is it like lawsuit? In
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
accurate, or I mean, okay. We got to check it
Hey,
out.
we got Nanette in the house. What's up, Nanette?
What's up, Nanette?
Oh, I'll play 1988 sucks. Holy cow.
My GERD just started acting.
Wow.
I agree that it's not better than Evil Dead.
Really?
But, yeah.
Nemo's heart is broke on that one.
What's
Nanette,
up, Nemo?
why?
My heart.
Stay
She
tuned,
said my
folks.
heart.
What's going on?
Stay tuned. What's up?
Oh my goodness. We on that note,
Even I like the original.
everybody, you just
South
took the
Park.
air out of the room here. You just said, what happened?
Even I like that, and I don't like shit. I don't like anything.
So, overall, guys, just to wrap it up while we wait for Nanette's reasoning behind Child's Play. Evil Dead, final thoughts on this franchise. Go around the room. We're going to start with Sammy Joe. Final thoughts.
it's
Evil
just-
Dead. Yep.
Absolutely love it. You can't beat it. Bruce Campbell, you can't be replaced at all, whoever it may be. And I just can't wait to see when the next one comes out and hopefully it just continues a great legacy.
Let's go. Swifty, final thoughts.
Impactful, instrumental, groundbreaking.
Enough said, my man. That's it. Brendan, final thoughts. Evil Dead.
I can't really top that one. I totally agree. I think, yeah, it's inspired in a lot of people. I think it's a terrific franchise. I'm excited to see where they go next, and I'm always going to collect the shit out of this franchise.
Nice.
Listen, I expect nothing less, man. It definitely, your collection is it's badass. So we definitely have to revisit this conversation and talk about Burn afterwards and discuss that later on this year. Sandra, final thoughts, Evil Dead franchise?
Yeah, nothing bad to say about Evil Dead. It's great all around and definitely iconic and underrated again. And yeah, I'm also looking forward to Burn, and Wrath too, just because it's part of Evil Dead. So I can't wait to see what they do to continue this awesome legacy.
And listen to the boyfriends that had to watch this. We send our
They weren't
condolences.
boyfriends; they were just dating.
The dates that are to watch this,
they didn't make it to boyfriends.
They didn't make it.
Yeah, they didn't make it. They couldn't make
They couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle it.
They didn't make it to Evil Dead 2. Yeah.
No, and I had
They
that
didn't
on
make-
VHS. If they came back, I would have put Evil Dead 2 on. So but they didn't.
That's it.
Sandra,
In those days,
I imagine you being like Marilyn Munster looking up at Herman. I scared another one away.
Oh man.
On to the next one.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
They didn't make it. They didn't make the list. They didn't make the cut. All right. Wolfman, final thoughts, Evil Dead franchise.
Man, it's extremely iconic. Probably one of the most unique franchises. And I think like my favorite thing about them as they progress is, the first one, it's just visceral, invasive horror for a specific reason. We all can. I don't even want to talk about it. So, but then you go to the second one, and it's a straight up slapstick horror comedy, and then you get to Army of Darkness, and it's a freaking sword and sorcerer time travel with Deadites. Like what? It shouldn't work, and it works perfectly. And then you get the remake, and it just like, dear God, it's almost like a French splatter, horror movie. And then you get Rise, and Rise did its own thing, and wasn't quite as a gut punch as the remake, but it tied everything together in a great way. So it's something for everybody, and that's why I love it so much.
Double feature, thank you.
Thank you, double feature. Johnny Sparks, talk to us.
Lucy the Deadite is here.
Lucy,
Lucy the Deadite. She got a hold of the Necronomicon. So I'm just gonna show everybody my grail, my holy grail.
Let's see it.
Oh snap!
Oh,
we're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Not worthy.
Is that
Nice.
Sideshow?
Prime 1.
Oh,
Prime
look
1.
at
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
man.
so cool.
So yeah, that's it. There's the grail. Well, I mean, you guys know this franchise is definitely means a lot to me in several different aspects. And yeah, I just love the way I would have loved to have been there and to see the first one in the theater, not really knowing much about it. And like Ian said, that whole seeing all of that visceral impact and seeing it just go everywhere and the gore and the craziness. And, that scene when Ash tries to drive out and the bridge is torn up. And it's like, okay, now it's taking a serious turn. And so, but yeah, from the first one, that's really dark and sinister. And then to the second one, where you see Ash display a side where he's losing his mind, right? And I love that whole part about it. And so, yeah, and then I don't mind. I know a lot of people have reservations when they take a comedic twist to, they have a comedic twist to the movies, but I really love it and enjoy it. So I think they did it right. It's the right combination of maintaining the roots with some slapstick. And again, Ash, becoming evil Ash. It's just great. I love that part. I love the whole thing. I live again, the whole thing. He buries him, he comes back, he raises the army, and here he goes. He's got to fight himself. So but all in all, and then the serious tone, the dark tone that Rise took. So what can we say? Like we've been talking about it, it's just great. I just love it. I never get tired of it. I could watch any one of them at any time, and so I can't wait to see the next two installments. So I'm really excited.
Awesome. Yeah. Great stuff, John. So one word answers favorite installment of the franchise. That last question here, around the room. Sammy, favorite part, favorite installment.
Favorite what?
Favorite installment. Favorite Evil Dead movie.
Oh, the first one.
First one. Swift.
First one.
Favorite Evil Dead.
Evil Dead 2.
2? Okay. Brendan.
Bruce Campbell versus the Army of Darkness.
Let's go. Sandra.
The original, for sure.
OG. Wolfman.
Evil Dead 2, baby. Dead by Dawn.
Dead by Dawn.
The Dawn, baby.
What do we got, Sparks?
Oh, shit,
give it to us, Sparks. Come on.
Oh man, it's so hard to decide. Can I say the first three? You just merge them all together. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's so many parts from each one that I really love. I don't know if I could give an answer.
Only one.
All right, listen. Question mark. That's fine. You love them all.
Yeah.
Slash Radio.
Johnny's watching Army of Darkness right now. So.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
People that, hey, you know what, Mike? You like what you like, I guess. That's it.
Yeah.
It's Evil Dead Rise. Evil Dead 2, best in my opinion. And I like Evil Dead. I said what I said. Okay. That's it. Great show, guy. Yeah, that's what he said. Brendan, by the way, you're still daddy according to Mikey. So no matter how long
me and Mikey are married. We gotta give and take relationship.
Okay. But good stuff here today, guys. I think if I had to pick a favorite installment, and it is hard, and this is gonna be a hot take here, man. 2013. I'm saying
okay.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's
that's not a hot take. That's a
no bad answer.
Yeah.
Jimmy likes it rough, baby. Jimmy likes it.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, he likes it dark.
He likes the blood.
Yeah,
that's it. Bottom line is, I'm gonna if nobody agrees with me on that, I'm gonna take your soul. Okay.
What do you got there, Brendan?
I got this custom steelbook just for Jimmy to show off.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness. Yo, that is badass, dude.
Very nice.
So
I love that.
I'm coming over. I'm going to Cat. I'm going up there, man. I just want to feel it.
Anytime, Jimmy. Anytime. I got a couch for it.
Did you have that done, or that's a commercially made
so it's an overseas release. It's it's a Project Pop Art. I still have the J card on there. This is my favorite Evil Dead 2013 steelbook.
Nice, really nice.
But yeah, I have actually Evil Dead 2013 is the one I have the most steelbooks of, just because of Scream Factory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, putting out the two that last year. I got 3 of those, and then a standard Blu-ray, and then I got I got 2 Army of Darkness steelbooks, both of them Scream Factory as well. The Blu-ray steelbook and the 4K steelbook.
Nice.
Yeah, that's man. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's never enough. It's never enough.
No,
It's
So
not, man.
Those are cool.
So my question is, when you reach in to finally sit down and watch it, which one do you grab, or do you rotate them because of special features, or you watch 4K, non 4K?
Good question. I watch 4K for the most part, so I just watched all the movies for the first time this year on 4K. So I'll just kind of do whatever's open. So I just opened up the Army of Darkness 4K for the first time, and then I have that same Screwhead edition on Blu-ray, but I bought it sealed, so that way it's sealed. I also have it on DVD opened. I'm gonna save my one Evil Dead Steelbook sealed. I'm gonna keep that one sealed just because I have the other Steelbook opened.
Yeah,
and then I got that double feature of 1 and 2. I got lots, Jimmy. Just keep her on me.
Oh yeah.
It's nonstop, buddy.
Yeah, no, let's hear it. Let's go. Here we go. Oh,
Nice.
Evil Dead 1 and 2.
Speed round. Go.
Is
Yo,
it?
that artwork, man. That artwork.
It's crazy. And then
Look at
Swift was talking about the books.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
Boom!
Nice.
There we go.
Nice.
We're talking
Fully
about.
illustrated. Comes with a booklet. It doesn't scream anymore. This one you used to be able to press the eye and it would scream.
Yeah,
Come with a
Really
recording.
nice.
yeah. See, Brendan's got the goods over there, man.
Does it come with a recording?
There we go.
Then
Nice. Yeah.
Evil Dead 1 and 2 on VHS, as well as the 25th
Yeah.
anniversary
You know
Blu-ray
what?
still sealed.
I'm a VHS guy. I like that grainy
Yeah.
feel when I'm watching it. Like I'll watch 4K because I want to see everything. Like I'll watch it one time maybe on 4K if I want to see everything. But I'm gonna go back if I'm watching old horror. I want to go VHS. I don't know. It's just me. Just pop it in. It's that feel. It's vibe.
Yeah, VHS was made for horror movies.
Yeah, 100%. It's the
240 lines of resolution will do that.
I'm gonna try things, and just in the beginning of the video too, the trailers and stuff. So, well, yeah, Brendan, man, you have a phenomenal.
Yeah, that's sweet, Brendan. Really nice, man.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome.
Sparks, I'm looking for that Boomstick DVD edition. And Swift, if you ever get sick and tired of that Groovy collection, don't be afraid to send it over my way. I'm missing that one. I held out and I missed out,
I have it, Steve Swift.
Yo, look at this, man. This is John's about to grab something. He got some.
Like show and tell
I'm
time.
afraid, man.
This is
Yeah.
Brendan. That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one, man. I love that cover.
So if I see one, grab it.
Yeah, hey, if you find one cheap, for sure.
For sure.
I never get prints like that in Canada. Not too often, anyways.
Okay. Yeah, because I know several guys that buy lots and they sell them, and I'll reach out to them and I'll ask them to keep an eye out, and if they see it, to grab it.
Oh, that's sweet.
John, man, I'm just super impressed about this art, the artwork, the cover art.
It's amazing,
man. Yeah, man, just incredible artists they have.
Yeah,
put this together. Yeah, the
and
collection.
what I was saying earlier about with the laser discs, what's nice, what collectors do is they buy the frame for vinyl, for LP, because it's the same size. And that's what I'm going to be doing with some of these covers, because the artwork on them is just fantastic. And then my thought was that, so I picked up a laser disc called Scream Greats with Tom Savini, about all the work that he's done. And so he's on the cover there, doing his work and characters he's created. So I'm going to bring that to Monster Mania, hopefully get that signed, and then just display that. So yeah, it's when you start to look into it, and even with all of these franchises that we watch or have been watching for a long time, I myself didn't even realize, and I had Laserdisc back then, how unique some of the covers are. And so, yeah, if anybody's interested, if you don't have the room for these giant posters, but you want something, you don't even need to watch the movie, the discs, because most people don't have Laserdisc players. And just for the art itself, and a lot of them are bifold. So you can open it up, and there's so much information and stuff in the inside, stuff about the movie, thoughts from the directors, and even on the back. So anybody looking to collect something that's a little different, you want a piece of art that's also physical media. Hey, for shits and giggles, you could always pick up a Laserdisc player.
Laser
Some
discs
of
are
the
awesome.
yeah,
really
some of the
great.
transfers are, from what I understand, superior to the DVDs, and even the soundtracks. The DTS Laserdisc have some really they're less compressed, from what I understand. So, but I'll let you know soon.
Yeah. Listen, man, killer collection, guys, all of you. So thank you for sharing it, Brendan, John, Swift, Wolfman, everybody, man. Just wow, I got to step my game up. Bottom line.
Yes, you do.
Yes,
you
oh
do.
my goodness, man, I got to step it up. But yeah, guys, I appreciate everybody's time today. Everybody in the chat chiming in, except Rob Humphrey. Everybody just did tremendous.
even Rob.
Hey, even Rob, we love you, man. Just we hate your takes, but anyway, nonetheless, that's it. So appreciate everybody. Definitely, Sandra from Horror Flick Chicks, Tech. Oh my God, I can't even talk. Check them out Thursday nights as they go live. And I want to give you the floor, Sandra, right now. Talk about Horror Flick Chicks and what you girls have going on.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, like you said, every Thursday, 7 p.m. we're on IG Live. I'll be on tomorrow. Just going over some horror news of the week with you guys and chatting up with you guys. We got a couple new podcast episodes up on our YouTube channel this year, and we have a couple more coming out within the next month and a half or so. So we're Horror Flick Chicks on YouTube, and my sister and I have our Twin Stalk 2B episodes also on our YouTube channel. Every Tuesday we have a new episode up. And actually last month we did I think it's this month that we all the movies we're reviewing are Bruce Campbell. So you can check that out on our YouTube as well. And yeah, we're on all the socials on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and yeah, check us out.
You girls are great. You girls are great. Thank you so much, Sandra, for taking
the
time. We appreciate it. And Brendan, All Life and Horror, the floor is yours, bro. Tell them what you guys have going on. Yeah, let them know because I'm about to start rambling about it. But go ahead.
All right. I am Brendan, one half of Our Life in Horror, and Jimmy. Thank you guys so much for having me on. As always, this is a blast. We do a couple lives a week usually on horror movie reviews, topics, game shows. Let's see. We do new movie releases, a lot of physical media talk as well. Next month is going to be pretty much all movie reviews. I have a themed month coming up. It's the first time doing it, so I'm very excited. 2 lives a week, so you'll get 2 movie reviews a week for the whole month of March. So it's going to be a busy month for me.
March Madness.
March Madness, yes.
All right, man. Good stuff, man.
Yeah, All Life and Horror. Check them out. Subscribe to the channel. Brendan, Sam, amazing human beings. I love everything that you guys are doing. Same thing, Sandra, you and the girls, Sonia, you just amazing. So I love all of you here and everybody in this chat. You content creators, man. You guys and girls are just phenomenal. So keep up the great work. Subscribe, support. That's what it is. Teamwork makes the dream work. I say it every week, and I mean it because you know what? There's a lot of negativity out here, right? Going on everywhere. And this, all of us here, everybody here, we shine a positive light on everything. And we want to spread positivity and love and all love for horror, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So kudos to both of you for Horror Flick Chicks, Our Life in Horror, and everybody else creating killer content in this community. Of course, Ian the Wolfman, Universal Studios Monsters. Yeah, man, tremendous what you do, your wealth of knowledge for everything horror, but just come on. Yeah, no, I'm not stopping it. You get you like it. That's it. So, yeah, man, just plug the floor. Tell everybody what you got going on with Universal Studio Monsters right now.
Yeah, it's been quiet on the monster front. No real reason why. Sometimes I'm just really into it, and sometimes I'm not. But I do. It'll probably be fall, just in time for Halloween. I will have a new season of the Monster Archives out, which is my podcast on the behind-the-scenes production history of all the Universal horror and monster movies you know and love. There are 2 seasons currently streaming on Spotify. YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. It's 21 episodes. I've covered the silent era. I've gone up through 1931. So if you want to learn more about Dracula, Frankenstein, Phantom of the Opera, Man Who Laughs, learn more than you've ever thought possible, go check out that podcast. It's been a lot of fun. I'll just go ahead and say season 3 will probably cover 1932 and 1933. So you're going to see the likes of The Old Dark House, Murders in the Rue Morgue with Bela Lugosi, The Mummy, Boris Karloff, and The Invisible Man with Claude Rains. So that's my goal. It'll probably be September, October, but season 3 will be out there. It takes me 20 to 30 hours to do each episode just because I have to research, I have to write it, I have to record it, I have to edit it. So a lot of people are asking, why isn't it more frequently? And it's just, it's so much work. It's so much work. I love it. It's a ton of work. But yeah, stay tuned. Season 3 of the Monster Archives is coming later this year.
Why isn't there more? Why?
Good things come to those who wait, Jimmy.
I can't wait. I mean, incredible though, man, Wolfman. And we appreciate everything that you do here for the Horror 365 family. The Fango Friday post on Friday, Thursday. You've been doing the Throwback Thursday post. So thank you for that.
Yeah, Throwback Thursday's been fun, man.
Oh, dude, it's been incredible. So thank you for that as well. Johnny Sparks, you're always holding it down, man. You had a great time as Freddy Krueger, cutting the rug over there at the Massacre Raid, man, your cosplays. So I want to thank you for everything that you and Josh did. I know Josh was in the chat earlier. Him as Jason, you guys just absolutely. I can't wait to get this footage with Freddy versus Jason on the dance floor. It was like a showdown with the music in the background, and their videographer was filming it. Dude, I got to get that footage to pop up here. And you guys, man, you owned it. So thank you for that.
Jimmy, do we mention what we talked about as far as that whole Dancing with the Slashes thing coming? I don't know. Do we keep it hush hush for now, or do we?
What thing you talking about? The first thing or the second thing?
Dancing with the Slashes, that whole thing.
I mean, that might be a thing.
Who needs Dancing with the Stars? We're gonna produce Dancing with the Slashes. Come on, imagine.
Right? Oh, I like that. Oh, I want to compete.
That's it.
That's it. Sammy Joe. I mean, Sam, you got incredible things going on as well, man. And different shoots, different. I know there's some things you probably can't disclose. You're always filming. You're always out there. I can't wait to link up you, Josh, myself, for what we're going to do next month in March for some promotion for this May event. But so if there's anything you want to plug, also just let us know what's going on.
Yeah, I have. I'm so glad that we locked in that day because the entire month of March is back-to-back filming and rehearsing 2 separate films, and then filming another film in April. So. And then, of course, our lovely event for May 1st and May 2nd. So it's a lot of awesome things happening, going by so fast that I'm grateful for, but I'm trying to stay in the moment and enjoy our lovely time on Wednesdays because it keeps me grounded,
That's it.
Again, it's like free therapy. But
I love it.
Well, you're awesome, Sam. Yeah, everything I see that you work on is I just immediately get drawn in. And it's fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course. Man. Listen.
And I just want to say real quick, thank you to Jimmy and Swift and Mike, who, after, Friday's event was really fantastic. Unfortunately, not everybody can be there to see what you guys put together. I was honored to be a part of it. And so if what we have coming up is, what we did on Friday is any prelude to what we have coming up in the summer, I can't wait. And I'm honored to be a part of it, and thank you guys. And I don't think people realize how much work you and Swift and Mike and everybody does behind the scenes to make these events happen, and even the lives. So I just want to say, I appreciate it, and I think everybody does, but I just want to say it. And so
Thank you, John, for that, man. And, Swift.
Thank you very much.
Swift, I don't like taking flowers. Mike, Swift, Mike, we don't like accepting any flowers. We do it, we love it, just as everybody else does. So putting something together, and I say this, I preach this a lot. It's all about moments and memories, right? It's all about, we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. So if we could provide that, the fact that I've seen like everybody that came out was smiling, happy, having a good time, that made me happy. That was absolutely fucking incredible. So I had a blast because of that alone. And it was just a great time out there. And you haven't seen nothing yet. We have a lot in store event wise. And I can't wait to bring out the circuit, listen, I don't care how much it's going to cost to get Brendan from Canada. Brendan and Sam, they're going to make it somewhere. Okay. I'm gonna have to pay up, and we're gonna get them.
We gotta get them down here, man. We gotta get them down.
I'll walk you guys over from Niagara Falls. It's okay. Just jump over. I'll grab you.
Walk the border, but Brendan, you got to jump in the fall first, man. Houdini that shit. Only difference is coming out and making it out, maybe. But no, seriously.
We gotta get them out.
Hell yeah. And Swift, thank you, man. Everything. Get this guy. I know we always do this at the end of the show. I love giving the floor to everybody. I know, because it's like once a week like this.
It's cute. I love it.
I love it. Thanks to everybody on here, man. Why not? It's just, spreading the love, spreading the positivity. Kate, who's going to Monster Mania, she says. Anybody?
Hey, Kate.
Everybody.
I'm going to try to go for one day or like half a day. I'm not sure if I actually wait. No, I can't now that I'm thinking of it, because that's in March, isn't it?
Yeah, it's first.
March, yeah.
I'll be able to drive down.
Never mind.
Yeah, we're gonna be out there. We're gonna be out there. The usual suspects.
That's it. I haven't been to a convention in a long time, but it's first one back, and I can't wait. So I'm excited to get out there. So yep, we'll see. Yep. And I know there was the most serious question of the night comes from Mikey Bones. Sam, what flavor is that vape?
Wow, sir, I am so glad you asked. I'm a basic biatch, and I have Miami Mint.
Miami Mint. That doesn't sound basic though. That sounds bougie as hell. I got Miami Mint.
No, because Jimmy gets like peach and pineapple and marshmallow together, and he has all these outrageous flavors.
Hey, at least it's not pumpkin spice.
Yeah. I would actually.
Yeah.
I have everything pumpkin. I'm ready for my pumpkin now. I'm getting in spring. I'm like, I want now. Like, it's crazy. Where's my pumpkin spice ice lattes? Okay,
I think you can still get it at Dunkin'.
Could you?
I think.
No, don't tease me.
Jimmy's gonna go find out.
I'm gonna find out tomorrow. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I think you can.
But yeah, it's Sam. Now that we established that, we know it's Miami Mint, Mikey. It's Miami Mint. That's it.
Miami Mint.
You won't be disappointed.
Swift, man, floor's yours, bro. Tell them anything on your mind.
Oh man, I just want to thank everybody for all the support. Thanks for coming out to the party the other night, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre on Friday the 13th. Big shout out to everybody that had anything to do with it. Big shout out to Christopher Wells for coming out. Chris and the missus. Thank you guys for coming out. Solo Jones for rocking the joint. Freak for rocking the joint. DJ Shine for rocking the joint. Leah Crow on the sidelines reading tarot. She was doing the damn thing. Everybody, thank you all for coming out. And this ain't it for this week. Friday is we got a little Friday free for all coming up Friday. So day after tomorrow, meet us same time, same place. And we're gonna rock out. We're gonna have a really good time. Maybe have some surprises. And Jimmy, you got it? You got anything else? Because I know we talked about something earlier. You got anything else for the night?
I do. I'm gonna wrap it up with this video real quick. And I'm just gonna show. I'm not even gonna speak on it. This from Mike, Maniac Mike and the crew. Take a look at this right now, and then we'll get back to wrap up the show. It's about a minute long. Hold on one second. Pop it up.
Looking for your next must-have horror collectible? Listen up. Printed in Blood is proud to unleash the first volume in an all-new series of photographic art collections, and it starts with Plastic Nightmares. This stunning 192-page hardcover is a jaw-dropping showcase of horror toy photography, featuring a curated lineup of 14 incredible photographers delivering all-new, original images created exclusively for this release. If you're into horror action figures and the art behind the lens, this one's for you. The book also features a brand new interview and introduction with Randy Falk, VP and GM of Product Development at NECA, giving fans an inside look at one of the biggest names in collectibles. Toy photography has exploded into an art form of its own, and Plastic Nightmares is just the beginning. Printed in Blood plans to continue this collectible art book series, each volume spotlighting themed showcases and some of the finest toy photographers from around the world. Pre-order your copy of Plastic Nightmares now, because some nightmares deserve a place on your shelf.
Best Plastic
Very cool.
Woo!
Plastic
That was-
Nightmares.
Well done, Mike.
Nice. Yeah.
Mike, I'm very impressed with this. I cannot wait to see this. I got it because we were just talking about artwork and this different something like with toys, collectibles. This is badass, and the fact that Randy from NECA is involved with this the whole project as well. What Mike was saying, Swift. I know I'm not a super, I guess, collector in general, but like in the toy world, I know Swift. You know a lot more about that than I do. If you want to speak on this,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh
So
man, this thing, as the last 15 years, before I gotta tell everybody something. Before I was in the horror world, I was in the nerd world. So big action figure collector, horror fan, but I was really into the action figure collecting. And there's something that came out. I mean, people have always done it. People have always photographed and made scenes and everything with their action figures and stuff. But it's really exploded in the past 15 years. Action figure photography. As far as whether you have dioramas and recreating scenes from the films or creating your own scenes, it's something that's really blown up and it's exploded in popularity. And there were so many dope artists, and I can't wait to check this book out, man. I'm going to pre-order it. I'll probably get a couple copies, and it's showcasing all of these dope artists from around the world, man. This is a global art form, and it's a legitimate art form. And I think everybody would check this stuff out and see something that's really cool, and they could really appreciate it. So I'm excited about this project.
Mama Swift got the link up there right now. Definitely going to take a look at it.
There you go.
Oh, I love it.
Thanks, Mama Swift.
Yeah, thank you, Mama Swift.
Thanks, Mama.
The creativity behind this as well. I'm interested in seeing and reading this and seeing this book and seeing just again the creative behind it, with the photography, with the different scenarios and scenes with these collectibles and these figures. So, Mike, thank you so much for that. Printed in Blood, Toy Addict 17. Check them out. Pre-order your copy. Show some love. Again, we talk about it. Teamwork makes the dream work. You may not have the jingle now, but when you have a little extra jingle, if you can't, to show some love, I always say, why not? It's
great promo. Great promo. Yeah, great promotion. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's something you could listen. You could put on your coffee table. People come over. You just come flip through and check it out. Check out all the dope photography, all of the dope action figures. You know what I mean? It's sick. It's a universal art form. It's not traditional, but it's something that's been blowing up lately. Like the last 15 years, I would say, it's really, really been ramping up. And these artists, because I call them artists, you could call them photographers, these artists, because they're creating these scenes. They've gotten so good, and there's so many dope creative people out there. And this is going to put the spotlight, So I can't wait. This is something that every horror fan will love, and just a fan of art in general. You know what I mean?
Bottom line.
100%.
Love it.
Thank you, Mike, and check it out. I'm gonna get my copy. Printed in Blood, baby. But thank you all your hard heads up in the chat over here. Sammy, Swift, Brendan, Sandra, Wolfman, Sparks. It's been an event today, as always.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Johnny's returned too. I was trying to get the big intro with the helicopter in, like the Rocks intro. And Johnny's back. Johnny's back.
Yeah, we'll work on it for next time.
Next time. But thank you all again. And next week this Friday, 2 days from now, we're gonna be back on Fan Free for All. So anything goes on Archie Rules with this one. We're signing out. Appreciate you all. Love you all. 2 days. Fan Free for All. Be there. Stay tuned. Nothing off the table on the Friday, guys. And remember, it's not just a genre. It's a lifestyle, baby. See you.